High School basketball is on the air. Denham Springs High School basketball broadcasts, a John Fine production on Family Radio 91.9 FM Baton Rouge, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube. Please subscribe at DS Jacket Vision. With Yellow Jackets color commentator Mitch Covington and producer John Fine. Here now is your Yellow Jackets play-by-play announcer, Josh Ward.
Greetings from Hornsby Gym, where tonight your Denham Springs Yellow Jackets host the Eagles of Live Oak High School. It is the Battle of Highway 16 here on DS Jacket Vision. We're also live on Family Radio 91.9 FM and JohnFineProductions.com. Mario Jerez here filling in for Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. This is Sporting Center Yellow Jacket Warm-Up, brought to you by Sporting Center, your local sporting goods store in Denham Springs, proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977. Sporting Center has everything you need, from athletic equipment to school uniforms. Stacy Phipps, James Adam McCants, and their terrific staff at Sporting Center, 205 South Range, Denham Springs. Mitch, welcome to the broadcast. Pumped to be working with you again tonight, brother. Should be a good one here tonight between Live Oak and the Yellow Jackets.
A little throwback night for us, Mario. So my first year doing the broadcast here with John Fine Productions, Mario was the play-by-play man. So you kind of helped take me under your wing, show me a few things in the broadcast field. And so we get a little throwback night here. So having a good time with Mario. Glad you can help fill in for Josh. Josh, we know if he was anywhere in the country, would be here tonight. He'd find a way to get here, but he's not even in the country tonight. So Mario's going to step in, take care of business, and take us through a good ball game tonight. Looking forward to it. Denham Springs, Live Oak, good Livingston Parish rivals, and ought to have a fun night.
Should be a good one here tonight. As we speak, the JV team is leading the Live Oak JV squad 42-26, 5:22 left in the contest. We'll have a good preview for you here tonight on Sporting Center Yellow Jacket Warm-Up. We'll get into the team's record, talk a little bit about this matchup. But before we do, we will take our first break, and John Fine, our producer, will join the broadcast. He will be joined by his guest, Chris Kincaid, who is the sports editor at Livingston Parish News. That'll be an exciting conversation. Stay tuned for that, as we'll be right back after this on Sporting Center Yellow Jacket Warm-Up.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Happy hour 3 to 7 Monday through Saturday and all day on a Sunday. Lunch specials on weekdays. All you can eat boiled shrimp Monday nights. Dollar wings on Wednesday nights. Big Mike's can cater any event and book a party of any size in their banquet rooms. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs graduate Big Mike O'Neill, Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, Aspen Square, delivery through DoorDash or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store is Sporting Center. Sporting Center has all your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. And Sporting Center is more than just athletics, offering services for businesses and organizations. Sporting Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, laser engraving, and large format printing. They can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs with personal, one-on-one customer service. Serving Livingston Parish for close to 50 years. Sporting Center, 205 South Range Avenue. Sporting Center, more than just a sports store.
It is Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. I'm John Fine, producer of Denham Springs broadcast. Denham Springs and Live Oak basketball coming your way. Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up. Our guest is a good friend of our broadcast and of sports fans in Livingston Parish. He is Chris Kincaid, sports editor of the New York Times, the Livingston Parish News. Chris, how you doing?
Great, John. How about you?
Yeah. Well, I always tell McHugh I get mixed up between the New York Times and the Livingston Parish News, so sorry about that. Tell us what your thoughts are of the Denham Springs boys basketball team so far this year, Chris.
They're a blast to watch. Up and down, a lot of athletes, a lot of depth. They had 2 additions this year with Devin Houston and Hayden Rader. Those are kind of the 2 big ones this year, and they've been fun to watch.
How do you see tonight's matchup?
I think Denham Springs is going to win. Denham Springs has a lot more depth than most teams, and I think that there's going to be true tonight. Live Oak's going to compete without a doubt. Live Oak will always compete, but I think with Denham Springs, Denham Springs has about 7 or 8 guys they can put in there that can really do a lot for them, maybe more.
I talk about the Denham Springs girls program. Of course, Coach Cab coaching the boys, Coach Rudy coaching the girls. Talk about the girls program a little bit.
Girls are solid. They're tough. It feels like they have a lot of good inside play. I haven't had them in I had them in about 2 weeks ago against French Settlement. They played well against them. I had them against Slidell. They went head to head. I mean, they went nose to nose with them too. I think Slidell was like maybe 2 in Division I this year. I'm going off memory from what I saw earlier today, but Slidell's tough, and French Settlement's number 1, and they played French Settlement twice, both times. I think they beat them the last time.
Now, the boys have a power rating something like 4.
Right.
The girls are like 9.
That sounds right. The girls might be 8.
All right. So they could be competitive come playoff time.
Without a doubt. I mean, I'm expecting to go to Lake Charles to go see the boys, and I'm hoping to be able to go to Southeastern and see the girls.
Okay. Expecting and hoping?
I'm expecting for both of them.
Okay.
I've got a lot of respect for Coach Cab and for Rudy over with the girls, just the way they coach. And in the 3 years I've had a chance to cover basketball here, their teams are always prepared to play. They're always going to play tough, and I think they kind of resemble the way their coaches are.
All right. Talk a little bit further about Coach Kevin Caballero, Coach Cab. What do you admire about him?
I like the fact they play a really difficult schedule. And I heard him the other day saying on y'all's interview talking about that the team was getting a little bit tired from the travel, and so but I mean it's all gonna we both know that it's all gonna pay off in the end.
All right, and how about Rudy Smith as the girls basketball coach?
Rudy's a great guy. He knows basketball. He's a tough guy. They're gonna play tough for him, and he's going to emphasize defense and rebounding, and like Kevin, they're going to play a tough schedule. I mean, there's a lot of teams on that schedule. Slidell was one of them, and there's a lot more on there. French Settlement, I think they played them twice, once in the parish tournament, once was a regularly scheduled game. And they're just going to play. Both these teams play difficult schedules, and as you know, John, those help you out when you come down the stretch.
You think they play tougher schedules than the LSU boys and the LSU girls, or men's and women's, I should say, basketball teams?
I don't know, man. They're both playing the SEC.
No, I'm talking about the non-conference schedule or the pre-district schedule.
Oh, that's a good question. No, I think no. It's a big jump between college and high school. So,
all right, good enough. The obligatory questions about the Saints and the Pelicans. What about New Orleans? You buy in to the way they played the second half of the season? Are we going to see a team that's going to compete for the playoffs next year?
Watch the way Tyler Shuck played. He gets rid of the ball quick. He makes quick decisions. He's going to take off and run when he needs to. I know that the second half was I know the strength of schedule was a little bit easier the second half, but I just like what I saw. And also, he put some serious zip on the ball. I've got season tickets to both teams, and there was one play this year, and it happens every so often. I had the ball in the binoculars, and it felt like it was coming right at me, and you could see the zip that he's got on it. It's just a very tight spiral.
But I was watching the game, and you did not make the catch, Chris. What's up with that? All right, now let's talk a little bit about the Pelicans. They replaced coaches during the course of the season, and the results still are not there. Your thoughts?
They played a lot of what do they call them? Clutch games, which is a 5-point margin or less with 5 minutes to go, and they've lost a lot of those. My feeling is this. I'm not the biggest Willie Green fan in the world, and my feeling is always this. If you let a coach go in the middle of the season, it's still that coach's team until the end of the season when there's an actual off season. And when they let him go, they had games 3 out of the 4 days after they let Willie go. And they were doing there was a lot of off-season stuff that has to be done in season, and I think that one of those is learning how to finish out games. The other day against Milwaukee was very similar. They led the whole way, and they let Milwaukee got back in it, and then ended up winning the game in overtime, despite Trey Murphy going nuts. But I just feel like James Borrego's doing stuff in season that, quite frankly, probably should have been done during the off season. And
like what?
Learning how to win in the second half of games.
Okay.
It's just stuff like that. Learning, getting the ball, something simple like maybe getting the ball in bounds.
Who do you like in the Super Bowl?
I'm gonna go with the Patriots. I had a chance to see Drake make. I had a chance to see Drake make play against the Saints this year, and I'm still having nightmares about that. So.
Did you see the Saints play against Seattle? Those would be worse nightmares, I think. Well, not live. I'm talking about.
I mean, I saw him play.
Seattle.
I mean, I watched the game, but that game was in Seattle, so
right.
I know how that. I've been to that stadium, and I know how that stadium gets fired up over stuff.
All right, for those watching on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, this might be the two best-looking men in the history of the world. Chris Kincaid, thanks for joining us.
Might
really
be the ugliest two-looking guys in the world, but
it is filling in for Josh Ward. It will be Mario Jerez and Mitch Covington coming back when we return after this pause on Sporting Center Yellow Jackets warm-up on Yellow Jackets basketball. Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Greetings once again from Hornsby Gym, where we are moments away from tip-off here in this district matchup between Denham Springs and Live Oaks. Mario Jerez filling in for Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington here on the Sporting Center Yellow Jacket warm-up. Mitch, let's talk a little bit about these two teams. First, Denham Springs. The Yellow Jackets come into this matchup 21-6 on the season, including 1-0 in district play. They are number 4 in Division I non-select, coming off a 64-61 win against Liberty in their last game. You saw that here on DS Jacket Vision. And in the previous meeting against Live Oak back on December 11th in the Livingston Parish Tournament, Denham Springs took home the win in blowout fashion, 74-41. Kevin Caballero, in his 11th season at Denham Springs, has this squad rolling, Mitch, and they're looking to keep that momentum going here tonight.
They definitely do. Mario, I apologize. I'm a little distracted. They had a good ceremony going on out on the floor before the game. 1,000-point club. We had 3 members of the Yellow Jacket team that have hit 1,000 points for their career. Hayden Ray is one of the guys. And then we mentioned last game, Jeremy Williams hit it on the last game, hit 1,000 points right around there. And then the other was one of the Goldman twins. And I'll be honest, I was getting set up here. It was in the commercial break and all the commotion. I missed which Goldman it was, but either Sean or John, one of them is a member of the 1,000-point club now. So Coach Cab and those guys were giving a little ceremony in honor of those players. So quite a career they've had. And, of course, we hope they get a few more points over the next few weeks, as they're not quite done yet, as we get there. But as you were setting up, Denham Springs and Live Oak, 2 teams that are, still looking for this important game for both teams. First, for Denham, they're still, fighting for a district championship right now with an undefeated district record, in position to try and work towards that goal. And they want to keep that moving as they go forward with this game tonight. Live Oak sitting right now at number 31 in the power ratings and for the Division I non-select bracket. And so right there with just 28 teams getting into the tournament, so they're on the outside looking in. They need a big win, whether it be against Denham or maybe against Sandoval or somewhere, a couple of district wins to try and get them over the top and get them into the playoffs. So they right there within shouting distance, but they need a big win or two. Tonight would be great for them if they could come in and get an upset win against Denham to get a lot of power points. So both teams with a lot to fight for tonight. You mentioned before, a little bit of a rematch. They did play in the Livingston Parish Tournament. Now, that was back in December. A lot's changed now from then to, here. No reason that it's going to be exactly the way it was when they played in December, but Denham Springs did handle that game pretty well. I believe that was maybe a quarterfinal game in the parish tournament, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe it was a semifinal, but they played in the parish tournament. Denham Springs did get the upper hand, so Live Oak's going to be looking to turn the tables tonight and try and, like I said, get a big win to help their chances of getting the playoffs.
Definitely can't take these guys lightly. We know that this is a strong district, so game in and game out, the Yellow Jackets had to be ready. And just to put a bow on what you were saying, that was DeJohn Goldman that scored his 1,000th point against Liberty. And the young man's had an awesome week. I saw that he also signed to play football for Norfolk State and Michael Vick. So really good stuff there as we take a look at the district standings. Denham Springs currently in first place at 1-0, and East Ascension also at 3-3 there towards the bottom. Walker at 1-0. St. Amant still looking to play their first district game. East Ascension at 0-1. Walker at 1-0. Live Oak at 0-1, and Prairieville sitting at 0-1.
I'm just checking real quick which one we looking at. Okay, yeah, working.
Yes.
On that, I've got a little bit updated. That might be a little bit older or whatever, but I was looking at it today and just kind of helping out with that with Denham and Sandoval, the only two without a loss right now. Now, Sandoval, of course, they have climbed up in the power ratings. I told you they were number 7. They've moved up to number 6, so that should be a pretty big game when Denham and Sandoval hook up here later on as we get to that point. But Denham and Sandoval both 1-0. East Ascension, Dutchtown, Walker, Prairieville all sitting at 1-1. Prairieville, interesting enough, 1-22 on the year. They got their first win of the year just the other day against Walker, I believe it was, of all teams. And then Live Oak right now sitting at 0-2 in district. So as the boys just getting started, the girls are a couple of games ahead. They're a week ahead of the boys with the way they're scheduled. They'll start the playoffs a week earlier than the boys will. So, the girls are a little bit farther ahead in the district standings. We'll talk about that later on. The boys right now with just 2 games under their belt, getting number 3 in tonight.
As we take a look at the upcoming schedule, of course, Live Oak in the building here at Hornsby Gym tonight. On Tuesday, Denham Springs will host Dutchtown, followed by a matchup against Prairieville on Friday, and then the Yellow Jackets host Walker next Tuesday night. Strong competition coming up, like we said. Can't take any of these teams lightly, including this Live Oak squad, who comes into this game 11-13 on the season, 0-2 in district play. Their power rating is at number 31 in Division I non-select. In their last game, they lost 77-55 against East Ascension. They are led by head coach Tyrus McGee, who you are familiar with, Mitch. A lot of people here are. 1993 graduate of Denham Springs High School. He is in his 5th season now, leading the Eagles, and they're looking to steal an upset win on the road here tonight.
Yeah, Tyrus, a former teammate of mine back at Southside Junior High, back in the, let's say, 1989, 1990 time frame, and Tyrus was a grade ahead of me. He finished 1 year ahead of me, but we played basketball together here at Denham Springs High School under Coach John Watson. A lot of people may be listening remember that name. He was our coach back in the day, and later on became a superintendent for Livingston Parish Schools. But Tyrus was also an assistant coach here with Coach Caballera. He was assistant coach for Denham Springs for several years. Got the head job at Live Oak, and it was a 5th year, I believe you mentioned, 5th year at Live Oak, and doing a good job, over there. We hope Tyrus does the best, and you'll hear a familiar name when you talk about the Live Oak players. His son, Monster McGee, goes by nickname, Monster, but he's a good little player for Live Oak, a junior, and that's Tyrus' second son. And so interesting to see how that works out, as Tyrus had an older son that played football and basketball. College football scholarship, I believe it was Davidson. I may be off on that, but I think Davidson's where he went and played college football. And then his younger son, Jordan McGee, right now, that's on this current Live Oak squad.
Family affair for Live Oak. Denham Springs at 21-6. The Eagles at 11-13. We're moments away from tip-off as we take our next break here on Sporting Center Jacket Warm-Up.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, You Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, the Law Office of Ivy Graham, 5 Star Printing, Sport Clips, Livingston Parish Sheriff Jason Ard, and Cool Kings Heating and Air. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Happy hour 3 to 7 Monday through Saturday and all day on a Sunday. Lunch specials on weekdays. All you can eat boiled shrimp Monday nights. Dollar wings on Wednesday nights. Big Mike's can cater any event and book a party of any size in their banquet rooms. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill. Aspen Square. Delivery through DoorDash or Grubhub.
Your local sporting goods store is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. And Sportin' Center is more than just athletics, offering services for businesses and organizations. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, laser engraving, and large format printing. They can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs with personal, one-on-one customer service. Serving Livingston Parish for close to 50 years. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range Avenue. Sportin' Center, more than just a sports store.
Greetings once again from Hornsby Gym, where we are moments away from tip-off between Denham Springs and Live Oak. The Yellow Jackets enter this game at 21-6. Meanwhile, Live Oak 11-13 on the season. Exciting times for multiple sports here at Denham Springs, Mitch, including the Lady Jacket basketball team. They're off to a great start this season, sitting at 18-9 on the year, including 4-0 in district play. They're coming off a win against Live Oak, 50-36 on Thursday night. They're in the top 10 in the power ratings, sitting at number 8 in D1 non-select. They have a big matchup against Dutchtown coming up on Tuesday. On Friday, they will host number 2 Prairieville. That should be a lively atmosphere here inside of Hornsby Gym. And both games to be seen here on DS Jacket Vision. Exciting times for the Lady Jackets.
Family Radio 91.9, so I want to leave that out as well.
That's right.
But Josh and I have been kind of pumping up this big game at the end of the year. Prairieville was the number 1 rated team in the power rating. Zachary just jumped them this week. They both have kept winning, but Zachary had a little bit stronger strength of schedule this week. Prairieville's currently number 2. The Lady Jackets number 8. Both sitting undefeated in district. But before we get there, we got to take care of Dutchtown on Tuesday, and we're going to bring that to you here, like we said, on DS Jacket Vision on YouTube, Family Radio 91.9 on the radio. If we're listening to that, John Fine Productions website streaming. So all of that. So a big week for the Lady Jacket basketball team next week. A couple other sports, a lot of things happening around campus this week. The girls soccer team, your 3-time running district champions, already won their first playoff game last night. They defeated Houghton 8-0, which is the equivalent of a 10-run rule. They kind of 8-goal rule in soccer, but they got that done 8-0. Their next match, I don't have the date and time yet, but it's going to be a home game. The Jackets are going to host North Shore, and interesting enough, the Jackets the 4 seed, North Shore the 13. They met on December 20th, and that was actually the last time the Lady Jackets lost. North Shore beat them 2-1, so we ought to have a good matchup here coming up next week or some point with the Lady Jackets hosting a home game. The boys soccer team, they've been district champions at least 2 years running, maybe more, but I know at least 2 years. They're currently the number 3 seed in the playoff bracket. They will play tomorrow. They host a playoff game tomorrow against East Jefferson. Number 3 Denham Springs against number 30 East Jefferson. If the Jackets win, Barb has already won on the other part of the bracket. Number 14 seeded Barb would be who the Jackets would meet at home in the second round if they win. Interesting enough there, they played December 20th, Denham Springs and Barb in a soccer game and tied 0-0. So that could be another good matchup. 2 good-looking matchups if the Jackets get by the first round game, getting ready for the second round. Also, you mentioned a little bit earlier, but this week they had a big ceremony here at school on Wednesday. A lot of Yellow Jacket football players had signed. I was able to kind of slip away for school for a few minutes. I appreciate Mr. Wax. Let's get over here, see a bunch of former players from Denham Junior High, and congratulate them. But run this down real quick. Angel Morrow, our safety, going to McNeese State. He signed with them, going to be playing football there, continue his football career. Devin Mack, defensive ends, going to Nelson University. Matthew Duvall, wide receiver, going to Texas Christian Community College. Devin Cupid, your defensive lineman, going to Lafayette Christian Community College. And then, of course, the twins, Sean and Jean, you mentioned that, going to Norfolk State. You know the head coach at Norfolk State?
Michael Vick.
So we'll be playing for him. That'll be interesting. That'll be fun to try and keep up with them as they move toward their college careers. And then Dylan Johnson was a holder on field goals and extra points, backup quarterback. He didn't sign a football scholarship, but maybe he was better than all of them. He's got a fishing scholarship, so he gets to go to school and fish on the school's dime. So that sounds like a great gig. So congratulations to all those guys for getting their college scholarships ready for the future.
Impressive stuff. Congrats to all those student athletes. Remember, Sporting Center Yellow Jacket Warm-Up is brought to you by Sporting Center, your local sporting goods store in Denham Springs, proudly serving Livingston Parish since 1977. Sporting Center has everything you need, from athletic equipment to school uniforms. Go see Stacy Phipps and their terrific staff. We're back after this Sporting Center Yellow Jacket Warm-Up.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
You know, Demco is more than just an electric company. We're your local member-owned co-op, your neighbors, your family, and your friends. Our not-for-profit structure means that we can invest in youth programs that empower the next generation to grow, lead, and make a difference. It's all part of our mission to strengthen our communities and create a brighter future for all. Demco, powering life and community. That's the cooperative difference.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Greetings once again from Hornsby Gym, where the starting lineups for both teams are entering the court as we take a look at both set of starters. First for Live Oak, it will be Dwayne Mitchell, along with Landon Chris, Gavin Rand, Rujan Munson, Curtis Joseph, and we mentioned the head coach is Tyrus McGee. The starting five for the Yellow Jackets, who are currently being introduced: Jeremy Williams, number 2, Devin Houston, number 3, the Goldman twins, who we talked about throughout the pregame show, John Goldman alongside Sean Goldman, and Hayden Ray rounding out the starting lineup for the Yellow Jackets. That crew's been very solid this season, Mitch. 3 returners from last year's team that made the Final Four, and they're looking for a big win at home here tonight.
Yep, so we're just a couple of minutes away from tip-off right here, and as mentioned, the starter announcers lineups being announced. Both teams, like you said, trying to get a big win here. The Jackets trying to stay undefeated in district, working toward trying to win a district title, and then Live Oak fighting to get into the playoffs. They made the playoffs last year. Right now on the outside looking in, but one big win in district could get them over the top and get them into a playoff position. So getting ready to get going here.
High stakes for both teams here tonight. Very intrigued by the coaching matchup. Kevin Caballero, by the way, Spanish. The Spanish word for gentleman is caballero, Mitch. Learning a little Spanish here tonight.
Hey.
He is in his 11th season leading Denham Springs, while Live Oak is led by Tyrus McGee. Coach Caballero's former assistant here at Denham Springs, also a Yellow Jacket graduate, an assistant here for 3 years before taking the reins at Live Oak. A lot of familiarity between these two coaches here tonight. Both teams are ready to tip things off. It is Taylon Barnes for Live Oak and Hayden Ray for Denham Springs, as Live Oak has won the opening tip, and we are underway here on DS Jacket Vision, Family Radio 91.9, and JohnFineProductions.com. First possession for Live Oak, it is Braylon Horn along the left wing, stopping his dribble and feeding his teammate Jake Landry. Landry chest guarded by John Goldman, still looking for friends. Finally finds McGee, who takes a baseline jumper, no good after the dribble handoff. Rebound for Live Oak, and the stick back is up and good for Jesse Bradley. Good hustle by Bradley as Live Oak draws first blood.
Yeah, good offensive set right there. Live Oak stayed very patient, worked and got a good shot by McGee, but the offensive rebound by Bradley to put it back in.
Denham Springs first possession. Chest pass finds the right wing, and John Goldman feeds his brother Sean in the corner, trying to get it to Ray in the low post, but it's intercepted nicely by Braylon Horn. Good defense by Live Oak.
Live Oak opened up in a zone defense. Haven't seen a lot of zone the last couple of weeks, a lot of man-to-man defense, so we'll see how we can attack that zone look that Live Oak set up in.
Eagles turn it over as Jordan McGee tried to hit Jesse Bradley in the corner, but Bradley cut baseline, and it's out of bounds to the Yellow Jackets. 60 seconds gone here at Hornsby Gym. It's 2-0 Live Oak in the lead. Denham Springs has the basketball. Devin Houston, top of the key, feeds Goldman. Back to Houston, out to Jeremy Williams. Left corner three. No good. Late contest by Live Oak and Landry as the Eagles clear.
Taylor Barnes looks like a down low player for Live Oak. Good job going up, getting the rebound there.
McGee to the basket, has it rejected by John Goldman, who stayed step for step. Great week for number 5. Scored his 1,000th point against Liberty in their last game. Also signed with Norfolk State to play quarterback for Michael Vick. He got the block there. It's Live Oak basketball, however. Taylor Barnes, top of the key, being guarded by Ray. Gets a screen from Horn, but goes the other way. Now finds Landry on the dribble handoff. Some contact as Landry dropped the basketball, but no foul is called. Now a drive to the baseline and a score for Live Oak. And it's 4-0 in favor of the Eagles. Taylor Barnes on the make. 6 minutes, 8 seconds remaining in this first quarter. It's 4-0. Denham Springs in the lead. Goldman in the corner. That's Williams, actually, who feeds the cutting Sean Goldman, who scores left of the rim. And Denham Springs on the board. It's 4-2 with 5:55 left in the quarter.
Good job by the Jackets offense, not just taking the first open shot. Williams could have put one up, but stayed patient, found Sean Goldman in the lane, who was able to cut and get to the basket.
Live Oak basketball. McGee leans into the contact and draws the foul. They'll get Devin Houston on his first personal, first team foul against Denham Springs. 2 free throws coming up for Jordan McGee.
As I mentioned before, Jordan McGee, son of Tyrus McGee, the head coach.
First free throw, no good.
By the name Monster.
Monster McGee, no good on the first free throw. Love that nickname and the alliteration. Playing really good to start this game, and McGee gets 1 of 2, a 5-2 lead for Live Oak here with 5:40 left in the first quarter. Denham Springs basketball. Chest pass finds Goldman. Back to Houston, right wing, and now it's a 3-ball. Good for John Goldman on a good feed from Houston. And that is our first Big Mike's Sport and Grill 3-point basket for Denham Springs. Shout out to our friends at Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill. 5-5. As that ties the game with 5:16 remaining in this first quarter. Live Oak basketball, it's McGee losing the ball. Good deflection by Jeremy Williams, but it stays with Live Oak. Landry drives in on the taller Hayden Ray and scores. Had to hang and contort his body to the right of the rim, but made a nice adjustment and scored. 7-5 Live Oak with 5 minutes remaining.
Live Oak right now doing a good job of getting to the goal. They're not having to take a lot of outside shots. They're getting it near the goal within 5 or 6 feet, and that shows with 7 points early on in the game.
Houston trying to get it down low to Goldman, but it's stolen by Landry as it was too tall on the pass, and Landry has it stolen on the other end. Nice recovery by Devin Houston to get back and steal it. 3-on-1 break, but the referee calls a discontinued dribble.
I disagree. That ball got hit from behind. It was deflected by a Live Oak defender. Referee in front of the play didn't see that, but it was deflected from behind.
Agreed. Just a tough angle for the white and black stripes, and it's Live Oak basketball. 7-5. The Eagles lead with 4:30 left in this first quarter. Landry feeds his teammate McGee, and now McGee left wing, no good on the 3-ball. Rebounded by Denham Springs initially, but nice hustle by Landry, who's had a couple of 50-50 balls. He puts it up and scores from almost the same spot he just did against the taller Sean Goldman, and now a steal on the other end. Jordan McGee doing it on both ends. Pull-up 3 from the left wing. In and out, no good. Landry fighting for another offensive rebound, but it's Denham Springs ball. Sean Goldman trying to go coast to coast. Instead flips to Williams, who scores left of the rim, and a foul. Landry tried to get back. Jake Landry did, but just a hair late on the contest. He fouls Williams, who's going to the line for a potential 3-point play.
We mentioned before the game, didn't matter what happened back in December. Live Oak's fighting for a playoff spot. They're going to come out and play hard. And Coach Caballero not real happy with the effort he sees really, Live Oak's got, 4 or so offensive rebounds right now, just in the first half of the first quarter. So he's making mass substitutions at the moment. Looks like going to be 5 for 5 if Jeremy knocks a free throw down.
And the free throw is good. That'll make it 9-8 with 3:59 remaining. And Denham Springs with multiple substitutions, several new players in the game, including Drayden Goldman, who's on defense, and Landry holds on the right wing, being guarded by Kobe Johnston, who just entered the game for Denham Springs. Now Landry drives left of the rim and finds McGee. McGee back to a cutting Landry, and he's fouled. Landry goes 1-on-2 right into the chest of the Denham Springs defender and draws the foul. That'll be against Devin Kinchin, who just came into the game. 2 free throws coming up for Jake Landry, who's really making an impact on the offensive glass.
Not really fair for Mario. He worked hard to learn the starting lineups, but he didn't know 10 deep. And we're already 10 deep onto into the roster right now, just the 4 minutes and 20 seconds into the first quarter.
We'll announce the substitutions as we go. To Mitch's point, please bear with me. We are learning these players for the first time, but by the second or third quarter, I think we'll really be cooking. As Denham Springs rebounds the missed free throw, it is Jalen Williams into the front court, now feeding a teammate. And Kobe Johnson, chest pass finds Williams. And Williams back inside to Goldman. Drayden Goldman has it taken away. That's at least a second steal for Jordan McGee, who brings it into the front court for Live Oak. A 9-8 lead for the Eagles with 3:15 left in this first quarter. McGee gets a nice screen, puts up the floater, can't get it to go over the double team. Good contest by Drayden Goldman. And now here come the Yellow Jackets the other way. Between the legs dribble for Jalen Williams, who feeds Kinchin. Now back to Williams. Left corner 3.
Kobe Johnston with a Big Mike three-pointer.
Excellent pass. Good ball movement by Denham Springs. And that is another Big Mike's Sport and Grill 3-point basket. Shout out to our friends at Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill.
Hey, Mario, I bet you didn't know that on Wednesday nights, Big Mike's has line dancing. Did you know that?
I did know that. I remember that from the Reed when we did football games together 5 years ago.
Still got it, baby. Wednesday night line dancing at Big Mike's.
Love that place. Certainly my favorite restaurant in Livingston Parish. Might have to go grab a bite to eat after this game as it's Live Oak basketball. Braylon Horn waits for a friend and now finds Barnes. Barnes gives back to McGee, being chest guarded by Kobe Johnston near the half-court logo. McGee goes around the screen, drives to the basket, and scores through some contact. No foul was called as DeMadre Walker was step for step, but McGee gets it to go and ties it up 11-11 with 2:22 left.
Another basket near the rim for Live Oak. Live Oak's done a great job of penetrating and getting their shots up inside of 6 feet, most of them.
The Eagles are attacking the rim. Johnston finds Kinchin in the corner. Back up top to Jalen Williams. Williams back to Kinchin for a right wing 3. It's short. Another rebound for Jesse Bradley. Live Oak basketball. 11 up with 2 minutes left in this first quarter. Landry, crossover dribble against Walker. Now feeds McGee in the corner. Up top to Barnes. Barnes finds Jordan McGee. Left wing being guarded by Kinchin. And he's fouled. Foul on the floor against Denham Springs and Jalen Williams, who was the nearest defender. And it'll be an inbound for Live Oak in an 11-11 tie with 1:45 left in this first quarter.
Tell you what, when you start getting into the bench for Denham, it's a lot of younger guys. Jalen Williams, a sophomore. Kobe Johnson, a sophomore. Devin Kinchin, a freshman out there. Drayden Goldman, a sophomore. And then the lone senior, I believe, on the floor right now, number 20, DeMadre Walker.
McGee was fouled on the reverse layup attempt, so it'll stay with Live Oak, a non-shooting foul, as Live Oak will inbound under the Denham Springs basket. And here's the inbound, finds McGee back inside, and a foul is called. High-flying defender for Denham Springs is whistled for the foul. That was Jalen Williams trying to contest the layup from McGee, and Jordan McGee is going back to the free throw line, his third trip.
And Jalen Williams has 3 quick fouls here, and now Williams played a good bit against Liberty, came in and did a good job off the bench, one of the first guys to sub in, and he's picked up 3 fouls in just a couple of minutes of action.
Denham Springs has already made 5 substitutions in this first quarter alone and might have to make more due to foul trouble, as McGee is good on the first free throw. The son of Tyrus McGee, Live Oak head coach in his 6th season, a Denham Springs graduate and an assistant for the Jackets under Coach Caballero for 3 years, as the second free throw is no good.
You know, when you get 2 Livingston Parish teams like this that are so close together, a lot of familiar faces. There's several guys, we'll probably point them out as the game goes along, that played together in junior high. They're now on opposing sides. not just Hayden Ray, who we know went to Live Oak, but there's a couple at Live Oak that know a lot of the Denham kids real well also.
A lot of familiarity as Goldman's layup attempt is no good. Excellent contest in the low post by Live Oak, but now a takeaway, and it's Denham Springs basketball. Layup is rejected. Excellent defense by Live Oak, but here's a stick back up and in for Drayden Goldman on the third offensive opportunity. Denham Springs finally cashes in. Good effort on the boards and a three-point opportunity coming up.
I tell you what, in just the last couple of weeks, Drayden Goldman has come on really strong to help this Jacket ball club. Right there, he's done a good job already on the offensive boards, getting a steal, getting an offensive rebound, and a three-point play, and put the Yellow Jackets on top.
Over the taller Taylon Barnes, who had good position, but a little bit too much contact, says the referee. And now a lead for Denham Springs, 14-12 with under a minute left in the quarter. Here's a left wing three, no good for Barnes. Rebound for Denham Springs and Kobe Johnston, who's made an impact since checking in. Johnston in the front court finds Kinchin. Shot fake. Now cross-court pass, and a left wing three is up and no good. Short out of the hands of Williams. Rebound for Goldman, however. His stick-back attempt no good, and it's out of bounds on Denham Springs. Live Oak basketball. Didn't work out there, but you love the effort on the offensive glass right now for the Jackets.
Once again, Drayden Goldman in there fighting hard for the rebounds. Just wasn't able to get the put back in the goal.
Live Oak basketball trailing 14-12 with 30 seconds left in this first quarter. They break the press as the lob finds Bradley. Bradley back up top to Braylon Horn. Horn waits for Bradley. Dribble handoff executed, trying to feed McGee, and it's deflected into the front court. Good hustle by Kinchin, who is chest guarding McGee at the half-court logo. Now here comes the double team. Good idea given how McGee has played so far, but he breaks it, dribbling to the right side and draws the foul against Devin Kinchin. Very impressed with the ball handling skills of Jordan McGee in this first quarter. Draws the foul. Second foul.
Tell you what, Denham's in man-to-man defense, trying to get after it and put pressure on the ball on the dribblers, ball handlers. But Live Oak's doing a good job of beating that pressure, getting to the goal. And if they're not able to get to the goal, it's likely because Denham is fouling them, because we've racked up 5 fouls right now, just over that 6 fouls in the first quarter.
Jordan McGee trying to make it 2 for 2 at the free throw line and tie this game. He does. 14-14 with 12 seconds left. Denham Springs can play for the last shot if they choose. Kinchin into the front court with 5, being guarded by Landry. Finds Williams. Williams backs to Kinchin. Here's a three-pointer for Johnston. Left wing, no good, right before the buzzer, and that'll do it for the first quarter. It's a good one here inside of Hornsby Gymnasium as it's Denham Springs 14, Live Oak 14. We're back after this on JohnFineProductions.com, Family Radio 91.9, and DS Jacket Vision.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care in Central, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Triton Outpatient Clinic, El King Company, and Todd Caruso, Attorney at Law. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Greetings once again from Hornsby Gym, where it's 14-14 after the first quarter. Good one so far between Live Oak and Denham Springs. Yellow Jacket basketball out of the timeout. Here's a 3-ball from the left wing, short, out of the hands of Devin Houston. Rebounded by Live Oak, trying to go coast to coast. Jake Landry, spin move towards the baseline. He's rejected. Excellent recovery by Sean Goldman on defense. His brother John into the front court, finds Houston, cutting to the basket. Houston back out to Goldman. Goldman finds the other Goldman, back to John Goldman, and now the chest pass finally finds Sean. Right wing three is good. Pretty ball movement. What a 1-2 game between John and Sean Goldman to give Denham Springs a 3-point lead, and that's another Big Mike Sport and Grill 3-point basket. Shout out to our friends at Big Mike. Denham Springs basketball after the miss. Shot fake and a drive to the basket for John Goldman. Chest pass finds a teammate in the corner. 3-ball is no good. Out of the hands of Kinchin. Rebound being fought for, and it's out of bounds. Out of the hands by McGee. Good hustle by Devin Houston to keep possession.
Mario, I've got to give you a lot of credit, man. You are on top of the Twins. You know which one is number 5, which one is number 10. Doing a great job of picking up on the action. without much practice. I know you did your homework.
Thank you. I do. And I know those guys well from the football field as well. Some talented athletes, clearly have some elite chemistry between the two of them, as Houston holds right wing for Denham Springs, can still dribble and does. Thought about taking a closer jump shot. Instead finds a friend, Sean Goldman, for three. No good. Would have been a potential assist from his brother John. Rebound for Live Oak.
A good clue, Sean Goldman, receiver, is left-handed. Sean Goldman, the quarterback, is right-handed.
I'll remember that. Both players heading to Norfolk State, one a receiver and one a quarterback, as it's Live Oak basketball. McGee near the half-court logo, now drives in and scores on the baseline jumper over the taller Devin Houston. Timeout for Coach Caballero, as Denham Springs leads 17-16 with 6:26 left. And we are back after this on Family Radio 91.9.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Out of the timeout, it is Denham Springs basketball. Yellow Jackets lead 17-16. Live Oak led by as many as 3 points in that first quarter, as Sean Goldman has it top of the key, now finds Williams in the left wing. Williams right-handed dribble back up top to John Goldman, who draws the double team, feeds Hayden Ray. Great position in the low post, but he's rejected. Excellent defensive adjustment, and then the block for Horn, who clears for Live Oak. Now Jordan McGee the other way, into the chest of the defender, and scores despite contact from Sean Goldman. No foul as Live Oak takes the lead back 18-17, 5:50 left in this second quarter.
This zone defense really has clamped down on Denham getting shots in the lane. We've hit several threes, but getting shots in the lane has been tough. Although right there we found Sean Goldman at the high post, and he was able to drive to the goal and then pick up the foul, heading to the free throw line.
So 2 free throws coming up for Sean Goldman on a beautiful feed from his brother John. Sean committed to play wide receiver for Norfolk State. Very talented player on the gridiron as well as the hardwood. No good on the first free throw, however. One more for Sean Goldman. Second free throw. Good. Didn't hit the rim. 18-18 tie with 5:43 left in this second quarter. Inbound finds McGee, who's ahead of the field. Denham Springs gambles a little defensively, but McGee no good on the jump shot. Rebound fought for and out of bounds off the fingers of Jesse Bradley. Yellow Jacket basketball.
I will say this, since Coach Caballero made the sub to bring in 5 new players at the last half of the first quarter, the second group that came in cut down on Live Oak's offensive rebounds, and now that the first group is back in, they've done a good job of cutting down on the offensive rebounds for Live Oak. So a little bit more effort out there to what Coach Cab was looking for.
Sean Goldman in the corner. Tries the cross-court feed that somehow finds Williams. Williams feeds the left corner, and the three is good out of the hands of Devin Houston. Excellent cross-court pass for another Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill 3-point basket. And now Live Oak with the basketball. Left corner three is good. Excellent feed by Cash Davis, and the three-pointer is Cash out of the hands of Braylon Horn. We are tied again, 21-21, 4:55 left in the quarter.
Braylon Horn, one of those Live Oak players I mentioned, is well acquainted with these Denham players. Braylon Horn went to Denham Springs Junior High and then entered Live Oak as a freshman.
Shot fake, and then the layup attempt no good for John Goldman. McGee rebound for Live Oak and drives right to the basket. Draws a foul against Jackson DeVille, who just got into the game for Denham Springs. And Jordan McGee, making it no secret, attacking the rim. That's what he's done all night so far, and he earns 2 more free throws for the Eagles.
Yes, Live Oak has done a good job of getting to the rim and creating fouls. Free throws here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is free throws 9 and 10 for Live Oak already.
Wow.
And we're not halfway through the second quarter yet.
They're living at the charity stripe so far. Credit The Eagles attacking the basket very effectively. Second free throw is good, and a 2-point lead for Live Oak, 23-21 with 4:30 left in this second quarter. Denham Springs basketball. Devin Houston finds Hayden Ray, the former Live Oak Eagle, who was a second-team All-District player for Live Oak last season. Now the corner, Devin Houston, has the basketball, right-handed dribble, chest pass to Goldman, who finds the other Goldman, and the layup is good. John Goldman on the feed from Sean as Denham Springs ties it 23-23. Excellent 1-2 game as McGee is tripped up and lost the basketball. Showtime on the two-hand dunk for John Goldman. Right place at the right time after the turnover. And now Live Oak trying to break the press. It's Horn driving to the basket. Layup attempt no good over the taller Hayden Ray. And Ray rebounds for Denham Springs. His outlet pass is intercepted. Jordan McGee once again for Live Oak. Pulls up right at the free throw line. No good. Off the back of the rim. Rebound for the Yellow Jackets. Sean Goldman up the court. Finds Williams. Thought about the left corner three, now puts it on the floor wisely and flips it to John Goldman, top of the key. Right wing three for Houston. No good. Followed his own shot, but couldn't get the rebound. A nice defensive board by Horn, who flips up the court to McGee. McGee, left wing three is good on the pull-up. Good effort by Sean Goldman to get back on defense, but McGee hit the three-pointer anyway, and Live Oak back on top, 26-25, with 3:18 left in the second quarter.
And Live Oak is doing a good job of keeping that momentum from the strong first quarter, keeping it going in the second quarter as well.
They walk off of Hayden Ray. His three-pointer no good. Rebound Goldman. His layup is rejected by Horn, but the layup attempt is good by the Jackets and Jeremy Williams on the third offensive opportunity, and Denham Springs takes the lead 27-26 with 3 minutes remaining. We're back after this from Hornsby Gym.
You are our first priority at Innovative Audio. Innovative Audio offers the very best selection of mobile audio and video, window tint, and vehicle security. Innovative Audio's installation and tinting is the finest in the industry, and Innovative Audio's work comes with lifetime warranties on all audio, video, and tint installations. Most importantly, Innovative Audio specializes in serving you. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio, 1400 South Range, Denham Springs. Visit us on Facebook.
Greetings once again from Hornsby Gym, where it's a good one so far. A 27-26 lead for Denham Springs. Denham Springs doing a nice job spreading out the basketball. For Live Oak, it's been Jordan McGee with the majority of the points. Already 10-plus free throws for Live Oaks as the inbound pass is intercepted. Nice job on defense by John Goldman, who finds a cutting Devin Houston for the layup. And Denham Springs leads by 3 now, 29-26.
That's 4 points this second quarter right here. The Jackets have gotten off of a steal on the press, so that's been effective for us.
Jake Landry drives to the basket and draws the foul. Believe they got Hayden Ray on the foul there, and 2 free throws coming up for Jake Landry. Hayden Ray is an interesting prospect, great football player, committed to Southeastern Louisiana University.
Yes, he didn't sign this week because he signed during the early signing period back in November. He's already committed and signed to Southeastern University Lions. So
really good basketball and football player, as both free throws no good out of the hands of Landry, and it's Denham Springs basketball, a 3-point lead and possession with 2:40 left in this first half. It is John Goldman holding right wing, feeds Williams. Williams back out to Sean Goldman, who drives to the basket and scores. Plus the contact, they'll get Taylon Barnes on the foul. And Denham Springs has its largest lead of the game at 5, a chance to make it 6 with a 3-point play. Free throw is good for Sean Goldman, 32-26. So Live Oak led by as many as 3 in the first. The Jackets starting to settle down a little bit here in the second quarter as Horn drives to the basket and draws the foul. They'll get Hayden Ray on the foul. Nearest defender, the original defender there, was Williams.
Jeremy Williams trying to take the charge, but maybe a little bit of flop involved with that. But Brandon Horn at the line. I mentioned his Denham Springs connections. You want to add to it. His sister, Alexis Horn, a Southeastern Louisiana University basketball player, has graduated and is currently a coach and helping the Denham Springs High School girls staff. We'll see them next week.
Nice. No relation to Jerry Horn, the former quarterback. No. Same spelling, same name.
Yeah, exactly, yep.
Common last name, apparently.
Brothers from another mother.
There you go. Especially being fellow Yellow Jackets, as the second free throw is good. 32-28 lead for Denham Springs here late in the second quarter. It is Houston, top of the key, up out to Goldman, left wing. Goldman feeds the other Goldman. Now it's Houston driving from the right wing, back to Williams. Right corner, dribbles it out towards the top and feeds Williams. Jalen Williams into the left corner for Houston. Houston in the low post, John Goldman. Shot fake, a second shot fake, finally goes up. No good. Excellent defense by Braylon Horn in the low post. A lot of contact, but no foul is called. It is out of bounds to the Yellow Jackets. Physical game down there. At least so far. Dash Bolden.
Just counting up the free throws right now. Live Oak shot a lot of them, making a bunch of them, but Denham's also 4 for 5, so not as many opportunities, but we're converting them when we get there.
Layup is good on the reverse. Sean Goldman had to use a little English to get that layup to go, and Denham Springs back up by 6. Live Oak basketball. Jordan McGee draws a double team, now feeds Landry. Landry up to the other Landry, and now a right corner three is no good out of the hands of Barnes. Goldman clears for Denham Springs. Lob up top finds Devin Houston, and Houston draws the foul. He was a little bit too deep. Actually, this is Jeremy Williams. Excellent outlet pass, a little bit deep under the basket. Had to retreat a little bit to get off the shot attempt and drew the foul. 2 free throws coming up for Denham Springs.
Denham wants the fast break. We want to get out and run, and Live Oak has limited a lot of that for tonight, but that was a chance right there. We've had a couple steals on the press, on the full court press, and then right there off the rebound, a long pass up front to Jeremy Williams, and a quick chance to score 2.
First free throw is good for Jeremy Williams, one of 2 newcomers for this Denham Springs squad.
No, he's been here. He's a 3-year player here at Denham Springs.
Definitely misspoke.
Returning starter.
Newcomers are Houston and Ray, as the second free throw is good.
Yep.
36-28 with 90 seconds left. Good to have that continuity and some new blood here on the team that was so successful last year as the drive to the basket results in a foul. Guess who? Jordan McGee attacking the rim for Live Oak once again, trying to keep his team in it. He's going back to the free throw line with his team down by 8. Magical
it's
run.
It's okay for a little small misstep, Mario. I'll tell you what, I'm super impressed. You've picked up on all the players' names and a lot of the background, and just in your first effort here tonight. Josh and I have been doing this for a couple of years, 2 years now, so we know a lot of the players already. You stepped right in and got it going.
Happy to fill in anytime. Shout out to Josh Ward, hopefully enjoying some well-deserved R&R right now as McGee makes the first free throw. Second one is good as he rattles it home, 36-30. 1:23 left in the half. Denham Springs with the basketball. It is Jalen Williams, right wing, chest pass inside to Sean Goldman. Goldman finds Houston, who finds the left corner. 3 ball is no good out of the hands of John Goldman. Rebound Denham Springs, however. Nice hustle by Houston, who gets off the 3. No good. Rebound by Goldman, who finds a cutting Jeremy Williams. And Denham Springs cashes in on their 3rd offensive opportunity and has an 8-point lead. It's stolen in the front court. McGee has it taken away by Goldman. Now Sean Goldman into the front court, draws the foul. And they'll get Jeremy Williams on the foul. Denham Springs can go up by double digits here. 2 free throws coming up with 52.3 left in the half and an 8-point lead for the Jackets.
Now the Jackets are starting to push the pace a little bit, get inside near the goal, getting the free throws. As I mentioned before, we're doing a really good job of knocking down free throws tonight. But both teams attacking the rim is what's drawing those fouls. Defense either has to make a choice to just back away and give up a layup or try and contest it, and you risk a foul in that opportunity.
Mason Condon into the game for Live Oak along with John Tavius Brown, and it's 40-30. Denham Springs here, less than a minute to play in the first half. McGee double team near half court, just turned it over on the last possession, in jeopardy of doing it again. He's in a battle for the ball with Jalen Williams, and a timeout called by Denham Springs wisely as the Yellow Jackets fought for the basketball there, and it's 40-30 Denham Springs with 39 seconds left in the half. Back after this from Hornsby Gym.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy has been serving the wonderful people of Livingston Parish for over 20 years now. This is Ben Wilson, Denham Springs High School, class of 98.
And the much younger Stephen Wilson, class of 2003. We are honored to have the opportunity to help those in our community return to a normal way of life following injury. From the geriatric population to the young athlete, we are committed to helping you become stronger, faster, and better.
So for all of your physical therapy and rehab needs, come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy, located in Denham Springs at 145 Aspen Square, or visit our website at peakperformancephysicaltherapy.com.
Greetings once again from Hornsby Gym, where it's a 40-30 lead for Denham Springs with 39 seconds left in this second quarter. Mario Jerez filling in for Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. Mitch, it was a fast start for Live Oak in this game. The Eagles led by as many as 3 in the first quarter, but Denham Springs started attacking the rim. They started causing some turnovers, and now the Yellow Jackets have built a 10-point lead.
The difference here has really been about the last 3 minutes as Jackets are really attacking the offensive boards, getting getting possessions and off the offensive glass and putting it in, plus picked up the pressure on defense and have a few turnovers.
Left wing 3 is good out of the hands of John Goldman, assisted by his brother Sean, and that's another Big Mike Sporting Grill 3-point basket. Shout out to our friends at Big Mike, and a timeout called by Live Oak as head coach Tyrus McGee has seen enough. 12-point lead for the Jackets. We're back after this.
You know, Demco is more than just an electric company. We're your local member-owned co-op, your neighbors, your family, and your friends. Our not-for-profit structure means that we can invest in youth programs that empower the next generation to grow, lead, and make a difference. It's all part of our mission to strengthen our communities and create a brighter future for all. Demco, powering life and community. That's the cooperative difference.
Greetings once again from Hornsby Gymnasium. Mario Jerez alongside Mitch Covington. Our director Darren doing an excellent job sitting to my right. Shout out to Lamine Figueroa back in the studio as well. We are live on YouTube, DS Jacket Vision, as well as your radio dial, 91.9 Family Radio. Live Oak basketball at the timeout, 43-30, as McGee turns it over again, stolen by Sean Goldman, and he turns it over, stolen by Landry. Upcourt pass finds a teammate, layup is good. Nice job by Taylon Barnes to break away from the defense. That makes it 43-32. Yellow Jacket can get off one more shot perhaps. 3-ball left wing, no good. Looks like he did get it off out of the hands of John Goldman, no good. However, Denham Springs has the lead after 2 quarters of play. It's the Yellow Jackets 43 and Live Oak 32. Your quick thoughts from the first half, Mitch.
Well, Live Oak came out fighting. We mentioned before. They're trying to work hard, get a big win to try and get into the playoff position, just sitting barely outside the bracket right now, but they came out fighting. Denham went a little bit of a slow start, but the last 4 minutes of that second quarter started to take control of the game.
Denham Springs leads 43-32. We're back after this.
Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy and Gift Shop, Sport Clips, Modad Companies, Baton Rouge KOA Campground of Denham Springs, Dr. Brandon Wax, the Eye Center of Denham Springs, Shea Landry Milestone Title, Livingston Parish Assessor Jeff Taylor, and Brandon and Courtney Rishu with Whistle Stop Cafe. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
All your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Local sporting goods store is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. And Sportin' Center is more than just athletics, offering services for businesses and organizations. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, laser engraving, and large format printing. They can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs with personal, one-on-one customer service. Serving Livingston Parish for close to 50 years. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range Avenue. Sportin' Center, more than just a sports store.
Bank Plus makes it easier to bank. With extended drive-through hours plus 24/7 online and mobile banking, we're here when you need us. Lost your debit card? Get a new one instantly at any Bank Plus location. No waiting for the mail. And interactive teller machines offer drive-up personal service 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Monday through Friday and 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Saturdays. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Halftime here inside of Hornsby Gymnasium. It's an 11-point lead for Denham Springs. The Yellow Jackets 43, the Live Oak Eagles 32 after 2 quarters of play. Mario Jerez filling in for Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. We are live on DS Jacket Vision as well as Family Radio 91.9 and John Fine Productions.com. Mitch, it was a fast start for Live Oak. They actually led in that first quarter by as many as 3 points. But Denham Springs settled things down in the second quarter. The press has been very effective. Yellow Jackets doing a better job attacking the basket as well, and that's resulted in a double-digit lead at halftime.
Early on, the first half of the first quarter, I don't think Coach Cab was happy with our defensive effort. Live Oak was getting putbacks. They were driving, getting to the goal, getting to the free throw line. He made mass substitution, 5 for 5. A whole new group came in. They held their ground, and we were tied at the end of the first quarter, 14-14. Starters come back in the second quarter, and Live Oak still played well for the first half. It was still about even, about a 2-point lead for the Jackets. Then we made a big run the last 4 minutes. The defensive pressure picked up. The full court press gave Live Oak some issues. The Yellow Jackets really got on the offensive glass, and that made a big difference, and it hit a few three-point shots. Right now we've got 5 three-point shots made to their 2 three-point shots. That's a 9-point swing. Free throw line. Live Oak's done a great job of driving, getting to the goal. They've got 16 free throws in the first half. Made 10 of them. Monster McGee, of course, he's made 8 of his 10, 8 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's 8 of 10 at the free throw line, leading Live Oak right there. And then on the Yellow Jacket side, we've seen some games recently. We've struggled at the line. Been a big plus for us tonight. 8 for 9 at the free throw line. So when we've gotten to the line, we've made it count. And that's where we sit right now with the 43-32 game.
Exactly. What you said was key, making it count. You can get to the free throw line, but it won't do very much for you if you miss those shots. So Denham Springs doing a nice job attacking the basket. And this is my first time watching this team. I know they have a lot of continuity with Coach Caballero being in his 11th season. But I must say, Mitch, I'm very impressed by the ball movement for Denham Springs. Even when it doesn't result in a make, I felt like they made Live Oak work a lot more on defense in that second quarter. That's resulting in the Eagles not attacking the basket as much. And that ball movement for Denham Springs has been really pretty to watch.
That's something they do well. We talk about that a lot in the broadcast. They move the ball. They get it up the floor. They make great passes. One time, I believe it was Jean that got to the goal and kind of overpassed. One extra pass, tried to get it to Jeremy Williams cutting to the goal when Jean probably had the layup himself. But other than that, they've got great vision of the court. Both Goldmans, Jeremy Williams, they've all done a great job last year of doing that. They're doing it again this year. And like you said, the ball movement as well. What I did like to see early on in the game, Live Oak came up in the zone defense, and we didn't just take the first shot that we had. It was easy to have an outside look, but we were patient. We kept kicking it around, was able to get inside a couple of times, but sometimes it went in and kicked back out, and we knocked down the open 3. But not just the first look, you're good. You're going to get an open look from a zone defense, but be patient, work it around, see if you can get to the goal, and then once you get them moving, you get you a wide open 3-point look, and they did a good job of that in the first quarter.
Passing up good shots for great shots, and that's been very effective for Denham Springs. For Live Oak, it was Jordan McGee being very aggressive in that first quarter. Like I said, it seems like Denham Springs made him work a little bit on defense a little bit more in the second quarter, and he's looking a little fatigued out there. He's doing a great job on both ends, not just scoring the basketball, but also getting some deflections. However, it feels like Live Oak, if they want to get back in this game, needs to distribute the basketball a little more. They need some buckets from somebody other than number one.
Yeah, and that's what, I can go through the scoring right here for Live Oak if you get at it. Jesse Bradley, 2 points for Live Oak. Taylor Barnes with 4. J.D. DeVille has 5. Jake Landry with 4, and then Jordan McGee with 17. They've got to get some production with somebody else other than Jordan McGee. Whereas on the Yellow Jacket side at halftime, Kobe Johnson with a 3-point shot. Drayden Goldman has 3 points. John Goldman with 8, Devin Houston with 5, Jeremy Williams with 7, and then Sean Goldman leads the way with 15. And so a little bit more balance out of the Jackets. You got the 115 points for Sean Goldman, but 8 by Jean, 7 by Jeremy Williams, and so more spread out. But as you mentioned, Jordan McGee's been tough, but some other guys are going to have to get involved. He's not going to be able to do it himself.
The chemistry between the twins specifically has been very impressive. Those guys have been playing probably since they could walk, so they'll have some good chemistry.
Yeah.
It is an 11-point lead for Denham Springs. We're about a minute away from the second half of play. We're back after this from Hornsby Gym.
Local sporting goods store is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. And Sportin' Center is more than just athletics, offering services for businesses and organizations. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, laser engraving, and large format printing. They can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs with personal, one-on-one customer service. Serving Livingston Parish for close to 50 years. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range Avenue. Sportin' Center, more than just a sports store.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Happy hour 3 to 7 Monday through Saturday and all day on a Sunday. Lunch specials on weekdays. All you can eat boiled shrimp Monday nights. Dollar wings on Wednesday nights. Big Mike's can cater any event and book a party of any size in their banquet rooms. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs graduate Big Mike O'Neill, Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, Aspen Square, delivery through DoorDash or Grubhub.
Halftime has concluded, and we're ready to play some basketball here from Hornsby Gymnasium. A 43-32 lead for Denham Springs over Live Oak. The Yellow Jackets, led by head coach Kevin Caballero, looking to improve to 22-6 on the season. Meanwhile, Tyrus McGee, the head coach for this Live Oak squad, in his 6th season leading this program. They're looking to improve to 12-13 on the season, but they have some work to do here in the second half.
All right, we'll see if the Jackets can keep that momentum. Like I said, it was about a 2-3 point game halfway through the second quarter. We put a big run on them the last part of the second quarter. I don't know if that's fatigue setting in for Live Oak, not a lot of subs in for them, or maybe we just figured a couple things out. We'll see how it starts the second half.
Live Oak basketball out of the halftime break. A shot fake for Horn, who gets off the shot and scores over the taller Devin Houston along the baseline. And right out of the gate, it is a score for Live Oak, 43-34. Denham Springs leads. First possession of the third for the Yellow Jackets.
Braylon Horn with a real good job down low, like a post-up player, making the moves to get open against Hayden Ray.
And Hayden Ray got the rebound anyway and finds a teammate. A foul is called as John Goldman went up. Potential assist would have been for Hayden Ray, but a foul is called, and they'll get Braylon Horn on the personal. 2 free throws coming up for John Goldman.
You know, as we talk about fouls here, the Yellow Jackets have a couple guys with 2 fouls in the first quarter. Hayden Ray, or the first half, Hayden Ray, Devin Kinchin, Jalen Williams came off the bench and got 3 fouls quickly. So that may be something later on to watch out for. Make sure we can keep straight on that. Live Oak with nobody more than 2 themselves.
Yellow Jackets played 10 different players in that second half, so depth is available for Coach Caballero if the foul trouble continues. Live Oak basketball after the made free throw. Landry loses it at half court and ran right into the chest of Hayden Ray. Did get whistled for the foul, but that's got to hurt.
His third, yep.
That's
as I
hurt.
just mentioned, we won't stay out of foul trouble, and there's number 3 very early in the third quarter.
All right, on cue. Landry did kind of get the worst of it, however, has to shake off the paint a little bit, but Live Oak basketball, and inbound did not find its intended target. They were trying to find McGee. Still goes to Horn to avoid the turnover. Landry top of the key, trying to feed Horn once again. Has it for Live Oak. Now it's Landry right wing, back up top to McGee. Jordan McGee, deep 3 is good. That was an NBA three-pointer and contested by Cash Davis. McGee gets to go anyway to cut the lead to 7. On the other end, the 3-ball is good for Devin Houston, who has the answer. And they did not get back on defense. Houston makes them pay with another Big Mike Sport and Grill 3-point shot.
Tell you what, Jordan McGee with a 3, and then right back to the other end, Devin Houston answered it.
10-point lead for Denham Springs. Here's Horn on the layup attempt, no good. Right of the wing, it's rebounded by Williams, and now Goldman down low to the other Goldman. It was John feeding his brother Sean. We've said that a lot on the broadcast tonight. 2 free throws coming up for Sean Goldman.
And the Jackets here with the 4th free throw early in the second quarter, attacking the goal, able to get inside, really more on fast break looks. Live Oak sending that zone defense, making it hard to get to the rim on offensive sets. But if you can get it up the floor quickly on a fast break, then you can really push it to get to the rim, and that's what we've done.
Foul was on Jesse Bradley, his 3rd personal. 2nd free throw for Goldman, no good. Jackets fighting for the rebound and almost got it, but Taylon Barnes comes away with it and feeds McGee. McGee double-teamed in the backcourt, lobs up top to Landry. Landry feeds the corner and Barnes. Tayson Barnes draws a double-team in the right corner, guarded by Ray and Goldman. Now cross-court pass, find Bradley, and the left wing 3 is good. Excellent feed by Landry from the opposite corner to find Jesse Bradley, and it's an 8-point game with 6:10 left in the third quarter.
Well, I mentioned at half, the Jackets' 3-point shooting has helped them extend the lead, and Live Oak come out with 2 quick 3-pointers here in the third quarter.
Reverse layup is good for Devin Houston, who got the step on the defender, and Denham Springs back up by double digits, 50-40. McGee trying to break the press and does. Splits 2 Denham Springs defenders and keeps his dribble alive right wing. Now cross corner pass finds Barnes. Taylon Barnes, right-handed dribble. Now chest pass to Horn. Right wing 3 is no good. Rebounded by Goldman. Sean Goldman into the front court for Denham Springs. Crossover dribble. Feeds the right wing and Williams. Jeremy Williams for 3. It's good on an excellent assist from Goldman, and Denham Springs has their largest lead of the game. 13 on another Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill 3-pointer. and a foul on the inbound attempt. It'll stay with Live Oak.
The Big Mike Sporting Center three-pointer, right?
Yes, sir. Love that play. Shout out to our guy, Big Mike. Jordan McGee into the front court, has it rejected, but illegally, says the referee. John Goldman might have gotten a little bit of his hand. I thought it was after he got the ball, but his foul is called on John Goldman, his second personal foul.
He called it on the wrong twin.
He did.
It was number 10, Sean Goldman, that had the foul.
They had the numbers to differentiate it.
He walked to the score table and put 5.
We'll have to figure that one out. That could be confusing.
You know, with Jordan McGee, he's got 20 points already to make that free throw right there.
Yes.
That's 21 points. I might suggest a box and one, but I'm not sure we have one guy that can cover the other 4 players.
Second free throw is good. One more coming up for Jordan McGee, the son of Tyrus McGee, Live Oak head coach in his 6th season, a former Denham Springs assistant as well. Third free throw is short, so 2 out of 3 for Jordan McGee. Rebound for Denham Springs and Jeremy Williams, who takes it into the front court. Now Devin Houston on the right wing, back to Williams. Now Houston, right wing, chest pass, opposite side of the court, finds Goldman, down low to Hayden Ray, who's had a quiet game and tries to change that as he scores on the finger roll over 2 defenders. Got it up over the contest of Barnes and Horn as Denham Springs leads by 13, their largest of the night.
There's that full court pressure, giving Live Oak trouble.
They break it. Horn on the pass from McGee. Jumper did not go. Hung on the rim. Bounced twice, but did not go in. Now Sean Goldman the other way for Denham Springs. Houston, right corner, finds Williams on the right wing, and his 3 is good. Denham Springs really starting to cook with their ball movement, as that is another Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill 3-point shot. Out of bounds.
We called the games last year with Denham, and we were a 3-point shooting team, and we expect to see a lot of that this year. But really, this against Central and East Ascension, I was watching this, and we made 4 3-pointers total in those games. And I was thinking, man, where's the 3-point shooting at? Well, here we are tonight. We've picked it up and are bombed it in from long range.
Jumper no good. It was originally called Live Oak basketball, but they gave it to Denham Springs. However, Jackets can't cash in. Elbow jumper no good for Sean Goldman. Now McGee trying to break the double team. Both Goldman twins right on top of it, and a steal for John. John Goldman to the basket. Slam jam with the right hand to put Denham Springs up by 18. It's the largest lead of the night on the takeaway and the dunk for John Goldman. 18-point lead for the Yellow Jackets with 4:12 left. We're back after this from Hornsby Gym.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
60-42, Denham Springs leads it with 4:12 left in this third quarter. Mario Jerez filling in for Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington. We're live on JohnFineProductions.com as well as Family Radio 91.9 FM and on YouTube, DS Jacket Vision. Please like and subscribe. McGee near the front court logo almost had it taken away by Ray. Now lobs up court to Landry. Landry has it taken away by Hayden Ray, and Hayden Ray almost got 2 steals. Instead, he's whistled by the foul. Appreciate the hustle, but it is Live Oak ball after the foul.
Should be his 4th. Jalen Williams going to enter the game here for the Jackets.
Replacing.
Maybe it might have been Drayden Goldman to replace him. Goldman with a little bit more size, but.
So Hayden Ray heads to the bench. Live Oak basketball after the foul. Bradley has it on the right wing, being guarded by Jalen Williams. Nice crossover dribble to shake free of Williams, but the help side defender did a good job, and Sean Goldman got the deflection. However, he is also called for.
Going to be on Williams, I believe. So that's his 4th.
Yep. Thought they would get Goldman, but it is on Williams.
Jalen's getting use of his fouls. He's got 4 fouls in about 4 minutes of play.
Devin Kinchin into the game as a substitute. 60-42 lead for Denham Springs. Jordan McGee already over 20 points in the game, being guarded by Goldman. Deep 3 from up top. got it to go a minute ago, a little long off the back of the rim on that one, and Jeremy Williams clears for Denham Springs. Now Houston into the corner to Goldman. Goldman back to Houston, top of the key, finds Kinchin. Kinchin thought about the left wing three. Instead of chest pass, finds Williams. Back to Kinchin. Three-pointer from the left wing is good. Devin Kinchin with his second three-pointer of the night to put Denham Springs up by 21, and that's another Big Mike's three-point basket. Live Oak basketball out of the make. Crowd starting to get into it. Blackout here in Denham Springs. After the steal, up-court pass finds Devin Houston. Layup is good right of the rim, and they're having fun as the Yellow Jackets have built their largest lead of the night, 65-42, and they're doing it on both ends, Mitch Covington.
Yeah, Devin Kinchin, the freshman coming off the bench right there, knocking a three-pointer down. We saw that last week. He came in the first half. We had some guys in foul trouble, scored 5 quick points. And then there on the defensive end, we come up with a steal or off a defensive rebound, but got it up the floor quickly to Houston, who put in another layup. And now that close ball game we had at about the 4-minute mark of the second quarter, the Jackets have really expanded that lead. Had that 11-point lead at halftime, and now we're sitting at a 23-point lead.
Back after this from Hornsby Gym.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Aber, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Aber, and Angel.
65-42 lead for Denham Springs with 3:07 left in this third quarter. The Yellow Jackets looking to go to 22-6 on the season. Also looking for their third straight win in their seventh in their last 10 games. Live Oak basketball. Out of the timeout, it's Braylon Horn trying to break the press. Lobs up top to Landry, and Landry draws a foul. A lot of foul trouble for multiple players on Denham Springs, but not too much harm so far.
Well, going 10 deep helped out, and so that defensive pressure has been good, but there is a lot of reaching and chest bumping going on, which has put Live Oak in the bonus here with 3 minutes left to go in the third quarter.
Landry no good, left of the rim. I had to say I think the referees are doing a good job, allowing contact sometimes, but being consistent on both ends, which is what you want to see.
I would agree.
Second free throw is no good. Rebound Live Oak, and a foul away from the ball. Looks like they'll get the Yellow Jackets.
Lane violation. Yeah.
Okay.
Look like a lane violation right there. But yeah, just mentioned the referees and all. We're playing physical, trying to get after it, trying to get a lot of steals. It's been successful, but like I said, there's some reaching in, some chest bumping, and refs are trying to keep it honest.
That they are. Second free throw coming up for Live Oak. No good out of the hands of Jake Landry. Rebound hit the floor, but is eventually corralled by the Yellow Jackets. Left corner. Drive to the basket, and the layup is good for Devin Houston, who's had somewhat of a quiet night, but took it right to the rim there. And new largest lead of the night for Denham Springs, 67-42.
You say quiet night for Devin Houston, but he's had 9 third-quarter points, and so he's sitting at 14 points for the game. Devin Houston, new to us here with the Yellow Jackets. What we've learned about him, he's tall, he's got long arms. He played great defense last week against Liberty, but he can take the ball from the top of key, beat his man off the dribble, and get to the rim. He's done an excellent job here in the last few games with that.
Quiet first half is what I should have said. Definitely making an impact here in the third, as the first free throw is good for Jordan McGee. Very effective in that first quarter and has done what he could. More than 20 points already for McGee. Second free throw is good. That'll make it 67-44. Yellow Jacket basketball after the made free throw. Goldman back to Williams. Now down low to Sean Goldman. Chest pass to the left corner is saved from going out of bounds, but ultimately a turnover. Goldman a little off on the pass, trying to find Kinchin, and it's Live Oak basketball.
I think Coach Cab wanted Kinchin to cut to the goal instead of spotting up for three. Maybe if he'd have broken to the goal, Mike could have had a layup there.
Now into the front court for Live Oak. It's Braylon Horn finding Bradley, and now Jesse Bradley dribbles along the right wing. Dribble handoff to McGee over 3 Yellow Jackets. He got the shot to go. Tough shot. Made it 67-46 with around 2 minutes left in his third quarter. Nice shot by McGee. Appreciate the heart from number 1 as a drive to the basket, and a layup is good by Devin Houston, who almost jumped clean over Braylon Horn. No foul called. Now Live Oak looking for an answer. McGee Up top to Horn. Horn chest pass down low to Barnes. Barnes takes a couple dribbles. Elbow jumper, no good. Good contest by Sean Goldman, and it's rebounded by Jeremy Williams into the front court. Now a nice chest pass down low to John Goldman. Excellent feed by Devin Houston, and it's a 25-point lead for the Yellow Jackets.
And I do think, just looking out there at the Live Oak players on the floor, it is a little bit of fatigue out there. They haven't been as deep off the bench as the Jackets have. The Jackets have run through 10 guys, right? Well, Live Oak's played about 6 guys for most of this game and might have a few tired legs out there here late in the third quarter.
Right corner three, no good by Williams. Nice feed on that play there, but he couldn't get it to go. Now McGee, elbow jumper is good from around the foul line, and McGee still leaving it all out on the floor for Live Oak. That'll make it 71-48 with about a minute left in this quarter.
I think our game plan has turned into letting Jordan McGee get his while we shut down everybody else, because that's pretty much what has been here tonight.
And it's worked nicely. Landry off the miss, trying to go coast to coast. Bad idea. It was rejected off the backboard by John Goldman. Now here come the Yellow Jackets on the break. Houston draws the foul, and it's a foul on the floor. What a recovery and what a block by John Goldman, who pinned that against the backboard. And these two twins, number 5 and number 10, have been a lot of fun to watch.
Getting after it on the defensive end, trailing from behind, but going up top to block it before it got to the backboard, so no goaltending on that.
Nice hustle there. Nice hops as well as Houston holds top of the key, finds Goldman, left corner, and it's good. John Goldman hits another Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill three-pointer, 74-48. Denham Springs leads. Here's Landry into the front court by Live Oak, draws a double team and finds his teammate Horn. Braylon Horn drives baseline on Goldman and gets it to go. Nice job by Braylon Horn to finish through the contact and cut the lead to 24. Now Denham Springs on the other end, 30 seconds left in the half, 24-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. Devin Houston loses it. Nice anticipation on the steal by Bradley. Now Bradley loses it and tried to save it. Good anticipation. He did get the steal, but he lost it on his way up. And it's Yellow Jacket basketball, 24-point lead with 21 ticks left.
Good hustle by Houston. Even with the big lead, he kind of let the ball slip out of his hands, but he hustled back down the court and was able to reach from behind and knock it loose off of Bradley, and it went back off of Bradley's knee and out of bounds on Live Oak.
Jackets can play for the last shot. It's Sean Goldman, right wing with 6 seconds. Now drives in and is fouled. New substitution, John Tavius Brown, who just came into the game, fouls Goldman near half court. They had a foul to give. It'll stay with Denham Springs with 4.9 remaining. John Goldman will inbound for the Yellow Jackets, and he finds a teammate in the left corner. Here's a 3-ball, no good before the buzzer. Devin Kinchin can't get it to go. Rebound for Live Oak, and that'll do it for the third quarter. Yellow Jackets sitting pretty going into the last quarter of play. It's Denham Springs 74 and Live Oak 50. We're back after this from Hornsby Gymnasium.
Denham Springs High School broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Dr. Chip Bankston and Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, You Safe and Lock, Safe Voyage Tattoo, David Azar Shelter Insurance Company, the Law Office of Ivy Graham, 5-Star Printing, Sport Clips, Livingston Parish Sheriff Jason Ard, and Cool Kings Heating and Air. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Since 1898, the Livingston Parish News, an award-winning media outlet, has served as the news source for our community. The Livingston Parish News is available in print and online at www.livingstonparishnews.com. For complete and comprehensive coverage of what is making news in Livingston Parish, as well as Livingston Parish sports, we have you covered. Opinions, politics, lifestyle, and the arts. No matter how big or small the story, the Livingston Parish News is your source for community news in our parish. Serving Livingston Parish for more than 120 years, it's the Livingston Parish News.
Greetings once again from Hornsby Gymnasium, where the Yellow Jackets have been solid this season. Denham Springs 8-2 in this venue this season, and tonight presents the 5th annual Denham Springs Blackout basketball game. Creates a fun atmosphere. Students are showing out and supporting what's been a really good squad. Number 4 in the power rankings are the Jackets, who had the first possession of the fourth quarter. Chest pass to the right wing, and the 3 is no good out of the hands of John Goldman. Rebound for McGee, who's fouled near half court. They'll get Sean Goldman on the foul for Denham Springs. That is his second personal foul, first team foul on the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, that was a big third quarter for the Jackets, a 31-point quarter to 18 for Live Oak, so extend that lead out to 24 points.
The largest lead for the Jackets has been 25 as this pass by Landry is intercepted by Hayden Ray near the free throw line. Up court, it finds Goldman. Sean Goldman to the basket, switches hands near the timeline and gets it to go right at the rim. 26-point lead, the largest of the night. What a move to the basket. Now a right wing three passed up by McGee. Steps in and takes a closer shot from the right elbow and gets it to go. That'll make it 76-52.
McGee keeps pouring it in. He's not showing any signs of fatigue on his side.
Number one doing it all for Live Oak. Williams had a wide open three, but passes it up for a layup attempt and misses it short. Right decision, just could not get the layup to go.
The shocked reaction there by Jeremy Williams that he missed the wide open layup.
He'll definitely take the three next time as McGee once again drives to the basket and draws some contact. Really impressed by number one's effort for Live Oak here tonight as they'll get Devin Houston for his first personal foul, second team foul in the Jackets. Jordan McGee has lived at the free throw line tonight, and he's got two more coming up.
It's going to be free throws number 16 and 17 for him. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did he make that one?
Yes.
At the moment, he has made 13 out of 16.
Wow. That's a lot on this level, but they're all legitimate. He's been attacking the basket.
Getting to the goal, that's right. He's forced into action and putting us on our heels and getting it to the rim.
Substitution for Denham Springs, Devin Kinchin back into the game for the Yellow Jackets, who lead it 76-53, under 7 minutes to play in regulation. Nice pass down low, finds Jeremy Williams. Beautiful feed to put the Jackets back up 25.
Got a chance to make up for the missed layup and executed it this time.
Nice job. McGee trying to break the press. Is double team near the right wing and has it stolen. Goldman takes it away for the Yellow Jackets. Now the lob and the alley-oop attempt no good, but Sean Goldman gets the rebound and finally sticks it back in. Excuse me, that was John. A lot to keep up with those two. But John Goldman gets the stick-back attempt. And now Live Oak trying to break the press. This Denham Springs press very effective right now as McGee's layup is blocked by Goldman. Rebound Live Oak, and going up on the second attempt was
Braylon Horn.
Braylon Horn.
After it. He's playing hard over there. As I mentioned, he knows a lot of these guys from his junior high days and staying aggressive there, fighting for getting by the goal, getting his offensive rebound and getting the putback, and now a chance for 2 points at the free throw line.
Nice job by Horn, who's been very active on the glass tonight. First free throw is short, so it'll stay 80-53. Denham Springs coming into this game 21-6 on the season. Meanwhile, Live Oak 11-13 as free throw number 2 is good for McGee, and that'll make it 80-54. Denham Springs basketball. Ray breaking the press. Now down low to Williams, and Jeremy Williams can't get the layup to go. Rebound by McGee.
You know, this Live Oak team right now, they're taking their licks this season, but that's a lot of sophomores and juniors. Only one senior on the roster, and that's JT Brown, who hasn't got a lot of playing time tonight, so most of these guys are going to be back next year.
On the other end, it's Williams wide open under the basket and laying it in left of the rim. Excellent feed by John Goldman on the outlet pass, and now Denham Springs up by 26. McGee drives in on Goldman. Nice flip to a wide open teammate, and it's a score for Jake Landry plus the foul. Live Oak still playing hard as the foul is on John Goldman, his fourth personal foul, and a three-point attempt coming up for Jake Landry.
3 in actuality, but he did get tacked with the foul that it was his twin brothers.
True. That did happen. 82-58. Denham Springs leads. 5:15 left in regulation. Kinchin in the front court finds Goldman. Goldman left-handed dribble. Power move to the basket as he scores over the contest of Taylon Barnes.
Did a great job of feeding it inside of that zone. Got it to Sean Goldman at the free throw line, who attacked the goal, put the defender in trying to stop a pass or the drive, and he was looking like he wanted to be in the passing lane, so Sean just kept going to the goal.
Landry, chest pass, finds Bradley, and Bradley has the left wing three. Excellent assist on the play by Landry, and it's 84-61. Out of bounds, deflected by Live Oak, but it'll stay with Denham Springs. No shot clock, obviously. Research
Tell you
before.
What, after a 14-point first quarter, I would not have thought we'd be in the fourth quarter with a chance to hit 100, but here we are.
That would be a lot of fun as Landry drives to the basket, can't get it to go, but he is fouled. 2 free throws coming up for Live Oak, 84-61 with 4:32 left in regulation. As I was saying, no shot clock in Louisiana. I did research before the game, Mitch. 8 different states employ a shot clock in high school basketball. That varies from 30 to 35 seconds, and that's always interesting when discussing this sport. Haven't seen too much stall ball tonight, but certainly something that some people want.
We had that the other night. We had opportunity to hold the ball out and keep it for a couple of minutes, trying to draw a team out of zone defense, but high schools have a hard time getting a shot clock installed. Costs a little bit of money on high school budgets. Not always everyone that can do it.
Yep. Well said, as the free throw is no good for Landry, so it'll stay 61, excuse me. Rebounded on the miss by Drayden Goldman, I should say. Now it's Williams, back to Kinchin, top of the key. Kinchin up top to Jalen Williams, left wing, trying to get it to Goldman, but he's denied the ball, so instead they swing to Kinchin. Now Jeremy Williams, hold right corner. Free throw jumper, no good, short of the rim, out of the hands of Sean Goldman. Rebound for Live Oak and Landry up top to Barnes. Now McGee, right wing three is good. Jordan McGee approaching 30 points for Live Oak. 20-point lead for the Yellow Jackets.
He's over 30 points. If my calculations are correct, I got him right now at 28 and 7.
Wow.
So 35.
Free throw, or layup, I should say, is good. Sean Goldman was cutting, and the teammate found him to make it 86-64. Live Oak basketball approaching the 3:30 mark in this fourth quarter. McGee down low to Landry. Jake Landry can't get it to go, but it's rebounded by Barnes, and Taylon Barnes has the stick back to cut the lead back down to 20. Nice job by Barnes there. Denham Springs basketball. Williams, right corner, or top of the key, I should say, down low to Goldman. Sean Goldman, I should say, is good. That free throw line jumper has been kind to him tonight, and a timeout on the floor. A 22-point lead for Denham Springs. We're back after this from Hornsby Gymnasium.
You know, Demco is more than just an electric company. We're your local member-owned co-op. Your neighbors, your family, and your friends. Our not-for-profit structure means that we can invest in youth programs that empower the next generation to grow, lead, and make a difference. It's all part of our mission to strengthen our communities and create a brighter future for all. Demco, powering life and community. That's the cooperative difference.
Local sporting goods store is Sportin' Center. Sportin' Center has all your Denham Springs and surrounding school shirts, caps, clothing, and fan gear. And Sportin' Center is more than just athletics, offering services for businesses and organizations. Sportin' Center does in-house monogramming, screen printing, laser engraving, and large format printing. They can handle all of your advertising, promotional, and sign shop needs with personal, one-on-one customer service. Serving Livingston Parish for close to 50 years. Sportin' Center, 205 South Range Avenue. Sportin' Center. More.
Out of the timeout, 3-ball, no good. Out of the hands of McGee, who's been letting it fly for most of this game. Denham Springs basketball, as Coach Caballero emptying the bench a little bit. Both Goldman brothers retire for the night, and now a new lineup out there for Denham Springs. It's Jalen Williams with Kobe Johnson.
It's not a new lineup. This we played the last half of the first quarter.
You're right. Presently it is, though.
And just like he did in the first quarter, Kobe Johnston hits another three-point shot.
Right on cue. That's another Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill three-pointer. We've had a lot of those tonight as McGee drives to the basket and draws contact to Madre Walker. Whistle for the foul for Denham Springs. That depth really a luxury for Coach Caballero. He mentioned 3 out of the 5 starters returning from last year's team, which made it all the way to the semifinals. Some newcomers and some young guys on the bench hungry for minutes and effective when they get them.
Yeah, we got a good mix of a lot of senior experience, several seniors in the starting lineup, plus a junior, Jeremy Williams. But then a lot of these sophomores are your 6th, 7th, and 8th man. And these guys have really given some good minutes, whether it be against Central or East Ascension, or heck, we saw tonight, the last half of the first quarter, a lot of these sophomores and freshmen have come in and done a good job.
That Central game looked lively. A little revenge for the Yellow Jackets after falling to Central in the playoffs. The layup attempt is no good, but a foul is called. Nice hustle by Landry to get back. It was DeMadre Walker going up for the layup left to the rim and drawing the contact for Denham Springs. Nice job on defense by Walker, and then on the other end drawing the contact.
The senior for the Yellow Jackets, DeMadre Walker, getting a chance for his first points of the night.
2 free throws coming up for Walker. Student section showing out here tonight on the 5th annual blackout.
He's got that nice left-handed sideways rotation. Reminds me of an old school LSU basketball player, Clarence Caesar from Iowa, Louisiana.
Nice name drop on both the player and the town.
On this free throw watch, a little sideways rotation as he releases it.
They love them some athletics down there in Iowa. I've been. Second free throw is no good. Rebound Denham Springs, however. Good hustle by Drayden Goldman, who just checked in. Hook shot right of the rim is no good. Good hustle by Walker as it's out of bounds off of Live Oak, or originally they called it off of Live Oak, but now they say Eagles basketball. Either way, great hustle by number 20, DeMondre Walker, really making his presence felt. Live Oak basketball. Out of the turnover, it's Taylon Barnes on the right wing. Left-handed dribble, has it taken away. It's Kinchin on the other end for Denham Springs. Chest pass finds Jalen Williams. It's a 2-on-1 break executed beautifully by Kinchin, who finds Williams. 28-point lead for the Jackets. 2 minutes left in regulation.
94 points. Do we get to 100?
Can we get to 100? They're getting close. Looks like they want to, as it's Live Oak basketball into the game for the first time, or for the second time. Mason Kahn finds JT Brown, and Brown lost it out of bounds. It is Yellow Jacket basketball.
You know, we were talking about the Yellow Jacket depth, and then Angel Morrow on the bench right now in street clothes, caught an injury last week, and he was one of the Yellow Jacket key reserves that used to come in, and so right now we're having to pick up without him.
Excellent free safety. Wide open three ball is good on the left wing for Kinchin. Devin Kinchin hits another Big Mike Sports Bar and Grill three-pointer, 97-66. 3 points away from the century mark for the Yellow Jackets as McGee just checked back into the game. I thought he'd maybe be done for the night.
Did you know that if the Yellow Jackets get 100 in a game, every fan in attendance gets free boudin balls at Big Mike's?
Really?
Well, probably not, but they should. I'm going to go ahead and say they should.
You're getting my hopes up, Mitch.
If you go and tell Big Mike the Yellow Jackets scored 100 points tonight, he might give you free boudin balls. I don't know.
Big Mike.
It's worth a shot. Go ask. All he can do is say no.
If you're listening, you know what to do. That would be a nice
But we haven't got 100 yet. We got to get there.
One more Big Mike's three-point basket would do it. So right on cue for the free boudin balls potentially. Love that idea. Jalen Williams into the front court, 97-67. Denham Springs leads. 1:20 left in regulation. Underneath, they find DeMondre Walker, and Walker gets it to go. Left of the rim on the reverse. Draws contact against Mason Kahn and can give Denham Springs 100 at the free throw line with a three-point opportunity.
All right, DeMondre, no pressure. Let's knock it down right here.
Free throw coming up for DeMondre Walker. In the air. And good. 100 for Denham Springs as the bench is on its feet. Student section is lively, and the crowd appreciates the 100th point. Is that the first time they made 100 this season?
I believe this season. We'll have to go check it out. But I saw more excitement there than little kids at the college education games when teams would hit 67 points and everyone go crazy. Well, we got our excitement here at 100 points.
I'm glad that era is over, and I'm glad this era has begun with Denham Springs scoring 100. Great atmosphere here tonight. The crowd was really into it. Live Oak built the three-point lead in the first quarter. They came out guns a-blazing, but Denham Springs flexed its muscles before the halftime break.
I'll tell you what, 14 points in the first quarter for the Jackets, so we got 86 points in just less than 3 quarters.
Tied at 14 after the first quarter of play.
That was a 3-point shot he got fouled on, huh?
I believe so. So one more coming up for Jordan.
Jordan McGee's trying to get half 100 by himself.
Great effort for him. As this team, if they can't erase this deficit, will fall to 11-14 on the season, but still plenty of basketball to play for Live Oak. Into the front court for Denham Springs, Devin Kinchin. Less than a minute remaining, 30-point lead for the Yellow Jackets, who will get their third straight win at home here tonight. Kinchin drives to the basket, finger roll, no good. Another foul called on Mason Condi. Nice hustle to try to contest the shot, but he did get him with the body. And 2 free throws coming up for Devin Kinchin. Nice effort by Kinchin tonight off the bench.
He's knocked down a couple of 3-point shots and going to get the shooter's touch on that free throw right there.
It was a shooter's touch, 3 bounces and down.
Kinchin's a hard-working 2-sport athlete for the Jackets, plays quarterback on the football team.
Perhaps the future of that position, as it's 102-70. 45 seconds left in regulation. Jordan McGee, 30-plus points tonight for Live Oak, has left it all out on the floor. Chest pass finds Jesse Bradley on the left wing. Now back to McGee. Chest guarded near half court by Jalen Williams. Drives in on Williams, and layup right of the rim is no good. Kobe Johnson came in on the help. They'll get the foul on Williams, however, and 2 free throws coming up for Jordan McGee, who has shot a lot of free throws tonight.
Jalen Williams going to make use of all 5 of his fouls, which Coach Gabb's going to have to put a starter back in. We only had 10 players on the bench tonight, so one of the starters is going to have to come back in.
And it will be Sean Gold at the scorer's table for Denham Springs, at least for the time being. Another free throw still coming up for Jordan McGee.
Jordan McGee.
Yellow Jackets last year advancing to March Madness for the first time since 2005. The glory days of Tasman Mitchell, whose number 50 jersey is retired proudly here inside of Hornsby Gymnasium.
I mentioned Jordan McGee sitting at 40 points right now with 2 free throws and a chance to get to 42.
Wow. What an effort. Although it's in a losing effort, really appreciate the hustle and the scoring ability of Jordan McGee, who gets the free throw to go. That'll make it 102-71, 31.4 left in regulation. Second free throw, no good. Rebound Denham Springs, who sits at number 4 in the power rankings. Live Oak coming into this game at number 31. And the Yellow Jackets can dribble out the clock here.
Nope.
Less than 20 seconds.
I thought we were about to bobble the ball and go out of bounds.
Almost turned it over on the pass from Kinchin, but Walker controls anyway. Now less than 10 seconds left on the clock, and this will be a victory for the Yellow Jackets as the final seconds tick off the clock. And the final score here at Hornsby Gymnasium, a dominant win for Denham Springs, 102-71. The Jackets win over Live Oak, and you can win by visiting Bank Plus for all your personal and business financial needs. That is Bank Plus, 822 South Range Avenue, Denham Springs. It is a 31-point win for Denham Springs, 102-71 over Live Oak. We're back with more after this from Hornsby Gymnasium.
With Bank Plus, your account is always just a tap away. Bank anywhere, anytime with free Bank Plus mobile banking. Pay bills, transfer funds, and check your account day or night with the Bank Plus mobile app. Deposit checks with the snap of a photo. Keep tabs on your account with transaction alerts. Lost your debit card? Disable it instantly from your smartphone. Then, turn it back on when you find it. Your bank, your plus. Learn more at bankplus.net. Member FDIC.
Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill has it going on. Happy hour 3 to 7 Monday through Saturday and all day on a Sunday. Lunch specials on weekdays. All you can eat boiled shrimp Monday nights. Dollar wings on Wednesday nights. Big Mike's can cater any event and book a party of any size in their banquet rooms. Locally owned and operated by Denham Springs graduate Big Mike O'Neill. Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill. Aspen Square. Delivery through DoorDash or Grubhub.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision are brought to you in part by Duke Seafood and Steakhouse, Brandon Rishu with Smart Move Real Estate, Livingston Parish Clerk of Court Jason Harris, Hunt's Tire Pros and Car Care in Central, Coconut Willie's Daiquiris, Triton Outpatient Clinic, L. King Company, and Todd Caruso, Attorney at Law. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
For all your flooring and carpet needs, it's Floor Store Carpet One. At Floor Store Carpet One, they offer prompt, quality personal service. They'll take care of you right away. The Floor Store Carpet One has an extensive product line: wood, carpet, plastic laminate, ceramic tile, natural stone, countertops, and showers. The Floor Store Carpet One also carries luxury vinyl tile, which many customers rave about, serving the community since 1984. The Floor Store Carpet One, 1/2 mile from the Amite River Bridge on Florida in Denham Springs.
Greetings from Hornsby Gymnasium, where it's a 102-71 win for Denham Springs over Live Oak. Here tonight, the Yellow Jackets improved their record to 22-6 on the season. Meanwhile, Live Oak falls to 11-14 on the year. It was a 14-14 tie after the first quarter of play. Then the Yellow Jackets flexed their muscles in the second quarter, even more in the second half. Excellent ball distribution, good ball movement on the offensive end. On defense, Denham Springs forced a lot of turnovers with their press. That made it very difficult for Live Oak, and that resulted in a big 31-point victory at home tonight.
Yeah, I'm trying to work on the total points right now. There's so many points in the game. Hard to keep up with that. What we're looking at, 102 to, what was the final for Episcopal?
71.
102 to 71. And so got to get out my calculator and my abacus and all that trying stuff to figure it out. Not quite there yet, but I do know this. Yellow Jackets, we were asking earlier, you had asked the question, have we hit 100 yet this year? No, we hadn't. In fact, our high score for the year was 81 points against Episcopal on January 13th. So we passed that one early in the fourth quarter, well on our way to 102 points. So an exciting night with a lot of buckets, a lot of three-point shots, a lot of Big Mike's Sports Bar and Grill, three-point shots for the Yellow Jackets. Live Oak made their share of three-point shots as well, and just a lot of offense getting up and down the basketball floor tonight.
A lot of offense, great ball movement, as we said, but the defense for Coach Caballero's squad, very effective as well. Had to credit Jordan McGee, who dropped 40-plus points for Live Oak tonight, but they made it a lot more difficult for him in the second half, and they basically shut down the rest of his teammates on a great defensive effort for Denham Springs.
They did. Jordan played an excellent game. I believe he ended up with 41 points tonight. Driving to the basketball goal, getting two-point shots, hit a few three-point shots, getting to the free throw line by being aggressive and getting into the paint. And he had a great night, and just wasn't enough from the other four Live Oak players on the floors. The Yellow Jackets did a great job. Like I said, after early mishaps of offensive rebounds for Live Oak on the glass in the first half of the first quarter, the Yellow Jackets really clamped down on that the last 3.5 quarters of the game.
And the bench was really effective for Denham Springs as well. Some guys coming in off the bench, including Devin Kinchin, Jalen Williams. DeMadre Walker, towards the end even, was not letting up, getting a lot of deflections and creating a lot of easy baskets for Denham Springs. Kobe Johnson deserves a mention as well. Very effective spreading the floor tonight, knocking down some big shots. And it was definitely a team effort for Denham.
It was, and that plays well. Not just for the future. Obviously, the future, you like to see those sophomores and freshmen doing a good job out there in the varsity game, but the rest of this season, because you got to have some guys to come off the bench if anybody gets in foul trouble or just to give some fresh legs. We mentioned our depth was a big difference between us and Live Oak tonight. Live Oak playing mostly 5 to 6 guys for almost 3.5 quarters until the game was really out of reach at the end. But we had that depth. We had guys coming off the bench giving great effort and really keeping the Jackets moving forward and not a step back when we went to the bench.
The Goldman twins, a lot of fun to watch on the gridiron. It is my first time watching them on the basketball court, and I was impressed by the chemistry on the football field, but on the basketball court, it's on a whole nother level. The 1-2s, the pick and rolls, these guys have probably been playing basketball with each other since they could walk, and on both ends, they're a lot of fun to watch playing together.
Well, I can second that, and I can tell you I've seen them play more than once. I saw them play for 3 years at Denham Springs Junior High, then watching them here with the high school, and they've been doing that, like you said, since they could breathe. Since they were born and came out of the womb, those guys have that connection with each other, but it's really not just with one another. They do a great job of passing to Jeremy Williams or whether it's Devin Houston, and those guys also share the will. Jeremy Williams makes some great passes tonight. Devin Houston doing the same thing, and it's just a collective team effort, and they like to push it up and down the floor, and they want to run, and we saw that tonight with the points, but when they can get moving and get the fast breaks going, get a few dunks in there and get a few alley-oops. We didn't get any from Hayden Ray tonight. The alley-oops, we've been getting a lot on the other games as one of the Goldmans a drive and then throw it up high to Hayden Ray, but Live Oak did a good job of compressing the lane and keeping us from getting too many of those opportunities, but we found other ways to score.
Denham Springs improves to 9-2 at home this season, 22-6 on the year. Again, Live Oak drops to 11-14 on the season. We'll try to catch up with head coach Kevin Caballero on the other side of this break. We're back after this from Hornsby Gymnasium.
You are our first priority at Innovative Audio. Innovative Audio offers the very best selection of mobile audio and video, window tint, and vehicle security. Innovative Audio's installation and tinting is the finest in the industry, and Innovative Audio's work comes with lifetime warranties on all audio, video, and tint installations. Most importantly, Innovative Audio specializes in serving you. You are our first priority at Innovative Audio, 1400 South Range, Denham Springs. Visit us on Facebook.
Peak Performance Physical Therapy has been serving the wonderful people of Livingston Parish for over 20 years now. This is Ben Wilson, Denham Springs High School, class of 98. And the much younger Stephen Wilson, class of 2003. We are honored to have the opportunity to help those in our community return to a normal way of life following injury. From the geriatric population to the young athlete, we are committed to helping you become stronger, faster, and better. So for all of your physical therapy and rehab needs, come see us at Peak Performance Physical Therapy located in Denham Springs at 145 Aspen Square, or visit our website at peakperformancephysicaltherapy.com.
You know, Demco is more than just an electric company. We're your local member-owned co-op. your neighbors, your family, and your friends. Our not-for-profit structure means that we can invest in youth programs that empower the next generation to grow, lead, and make a difference. It's all part of our mission to strengthen our communities and create a brighter future for all. DEMCO, powering life and community. That's the cooperative difference.
It is a victory for Denham Springs tonight. The Yellow Jackets take down Live Oak 102-71 here in Hornsby Gymnasium. Mario Jerez filling in for Josh Ward, and joining me now is Denham Springs head basketball coach Kevin Caballero. Coach, congrats on the win. You guys have really taken care of home court this season. In your opinion, what made the difference in the win tonight?
Well, thanks, Mario. You know, I didn't think we came out very well in the first quarter. You know, like I just told the reporter, credit Live Oak, credit Coach Tyrus McGee and his son Jordan. They come out here and they went to war, and I thought we were a step slow. You know, those guys that we put in early, they did a good job keeping us in it. And then in the second half, I thought we played it a little better.
Defensively, the press was really effective for you guys on the second half. What was working for you guys on the defensive end of the floor tonight?
Well, just some hustle and motivation. I mean, we didn't have that in the first half. I didn't think that we had a lot of energy. Whether that's just from the length of the season. You know, some of these guys are football, basketball guys, and they've been gone since August. So, you know, not to make any excuses, I just didn't think we had a lot of we didn't have much pep in our step.
Fair. Well said. What do you think of the effort from the Goldman twins here tonight? Those guys are a lot of fun to watch offensively. The communication on defense is apparent as well. I was saying on the broadcast, they've probably been playing basketball together since they could walk, and it shows on the basketball court. What can you say about their performance tonight?
Yeah, you know, they're fun to watch. I mean, you know, sometimes our defense leads into our offense, and it did a couple of times there. But we've got to get back to that's what I just told them in the locker room. Need to watch some film of us earlier. I think we're getting a little comfortable, and comfort's not a good thing when you're trying to win at a high level.
You talked about the expectations for this team this season, not just getting back to March Madness, but potentially winning a district title as well. This was a great effort. You guys score over 100 points for the first time this season. How do you build on this win now going forward?
Well, you know, in a game like this, it's tough to win, and it's really tough to win and look good doing it. I mean, you know, you give it to them. They made some shots, and Jordan McGee played lights out. We couldn't guard him. And, you know, yeah, there is some high expectations, but there's a lot of teams with high expectations. And, you know, you're not just going to get there by showing up.
Yep, got to win games, and that's what your guys did tonight. Coach, congrats for the win, and thanks for the time tonight.
You bet, Mario. Thanks so much.
That's Denham Springs head basketball coach Kevin Caballero. Mitch Covington rejoins the broadcast after this as we take our final break, and we'll be right back from Hornsby Gymnasium.
Personal injury?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Auto accidents?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Workers' compensation?
Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
One law firm can handle all of your legal needs, and you don't have to fight big city traffic to find them. Mark Boyer, Dominic Amato, Lucas Schenk, and Allison Costanza have a team of 12 attorneys ready to assist you. The lawyers at Boyer, Abear, and Angel have invaluable experience that allows them to provide expert legal counsel that's professional, prompt, and productive. Small town values, big city results. Boyer, Abear, and Angel.
Denham Springs High School broadcasts on Family Radio 91.9 FM, on the net at johnfineproductions.com, and on YouTube at DS Jacket Vision, are brought to you in part by Cypress Pharmacy and Gift Shop, Sport Clips, Modad Companies, Baton Rouge KOA Campground of Denham Springs, Dr. Brandon Wax, the Eye Center of Denham Springs, Shea Landry Milestone Title, Livingston Parish Assessor Jeff Taylor, and Brandon and Courtney Rishu with Whistle Stop Cafe. We thank you for your support and patronage of these local businesses.
Shout out to Coach Kevin Caballero, joining us in the last segment following a 102-71 win for Denham Springs over Live Oak tonight. Mario Jerez filling in for Josh Ward alongside Mitch Covington as we wrap things up. Mitch, Coach was talking about building off of this win. How can Denham Springs do that after scoring 100 points for the first time this year?
Well, obviously obviously, if I can get that out of my mouth there, on the offensive end, you got to have a lot of great vibes after tonight. A lot of guys putting some points on the board, did a great job of free throw shooting. I'm telling you, that's been a concern, maybe just of mine. I don't know about anybody else's, but watching a few games and free throws haven't been a plus for the Jackets. But tonight did a great job at the free throw line, knocked down the majority of the free throws, and really helped us early on in the first half when it was a tight game. Those free throws were key, so that was a big step. Knocking down the long ball. I told you the last couple of games we really haven't made a lot. Haven't taken a bunch of them. It's not like we've been shooting, 1 for 14 or something like that, but just haven't gotten the opportunity for that. A lot of teams in man-to-man coverage and defense, but here today, Live Oak sat in that zone, and we made them pay for it with a lot of three-point shots, so guys getting confidence with that. On the defensive end, maybe there's some work to do. I know Coach Cab, I don't know if he had mentioned it here, but just off camera kind of mentioned the thing. Well, we gave up a lot of points as well, so that's something they can get back to work on and try and get ready for next week. And, so you take the confidence from the good things that happened, then on that defensive side of the ball, find ways to keep the other team off the offensive glass. Like I said, early on, Lava was doing that. Coach wasn't very happy with it, made some substitutions, came out with a lot better effort on the defensive end after that point. And so maybe we'll start that one on the opening tip next time.
Great effort all around. Like you said, if you're going to critique one thing from Denham Springs tonight, maybe it's the start of the game. So they'll try to correct that in the first quarter of the next matchup. I'll give my final thoughts here, and then I'll let you give yours as we sign off, Mitch. Very impressed by the effort for Denham Springs. They're clearly a very well-coached team. They're clearly a very deep team, and they're a team that's not afraid to play some physical defense. That definitely stood out to me as well. I love the continuity with the team that went all the way to the Final Four last season, bringing back 3 starters and bringing in some new blood. Combining that with the depth gives you a really solid basketball team here, and they should be excited for the future of hoops in Denham Springs on the men's side and the ladies' side. That's my take from this game.
They should be excited where they stand right now. If you're working toward a district championship, I think you mentioned before the last one was it 2005?
Yes.
The last district championship. I really didn't realize it had been that long, but trying to break that streak this year. And so Jackets right now sitting at 2-0 in the district standings. Going to be right there on top of the district standings. Don't know what Santa Maula did tonight, but both of those were the only teams without a loss early in the district schedule, so only 3 games into it right now for a lot of teams. And so at the next 2 weeks, going to have 4 games ahead of us, battling out for a district title. Got off to a great start with a 2-0 district beginning at the moment. And then as we start looking toward what's coming up next week, the boys, are going to go on the road. Then we get the girls at home, and we get some girls on the broadcast. We told you we were disappointed. We missed one. We had it scheduled for last Monday, or this Monday, really, and this past Monday, but the game got canceled, a game with St. Helena, so we missed that broadcast. But got some home district basketball games coming up next week. The girls sitting at 4-0 in district, battling for a district title. Games with Dutchtown on Tuesday right here on Jacket Vision on YouTube. Then, of course, Family Radio 91.9. You can find us there. And then, of course, the John Fine streaming that we always have. And then Friday, hopefully we can take care of business with Dutchtown on Tuesday. And then Friday, the big matchup with Prairieville. Right now, they're number 2 in the power ratings. Both teams sitting at undefeated in district, and that would be quite a sight to have the last regular season game of the year for a district title. So that's the goal with that. And then, as we mentioned with all the other sports, girls soccer's in the playoffs right now, heading to the second round, hosting a home game sometime next week. The boys with a home playoff game tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock right here at Yellow Jacket Stadium. And baseball and softball kicking it off. I'm sure softball has probably started this week with the regular season. Baseball, I believe, starts Monday with the regular season next week. And so a lot of action going on out here, on the campus.
Exciting times for athletics here at Denham Springs High School. Mitch, excellent commentary tonight, excellent analysis. Really enjoyed working with you again, my man. Let's do it again sometime.
It's good seeing you. A little throwback game with Mario, like we said before. My first year in the broadcasting, Mario was helping me along. He was the play-by-play guy for the football games, and good to have a throwback game tonight.
It was. Shout out to everybody listening, watching on YouTube here tonight. I believe we're good to sign off, and that will do it for us here tonight from Hornsby Gymnasium. For my color man, Mitch Covington, our wonderful director, Darren, our producer, John Fine, and the rest of our awesome crew. I am Mario Jerez signing off from Hornsby Gymnasium. One more time, the final score, Denham Springs 102, Live Oak 71. Good night, and thanks for watching.
You've been listening to Denham Springs High School basketball broadcast on Family Radio 91.9 FM, Baton Rouge. On the net at johnfineproductions.com. And on YouTube, please subscribe at DS Jacket Vision. Josh Ward on play-by-play with Mitch Covington on color commentary. Denham Springs High School basketball broadcasts are a John Fine production.